The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well. Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in. Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, got out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
I'm Matt Kibbe, the current student body president here at Adrian College. I chose AC because the campus simply feels like home. Everywhere I go, I know the amenities are there to help me succeed and get to the next level in my career. If you want to see what Adrian College has to offer, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College has dozens of athletics programs, and winning is a staple on our campus. We have the culture of winning in and out of the classroom. This is a place where young men and women grow into professionals for life. Are you interested in learning more about the Bulldog experience? Visit adrianbulldogs.com and the Recruit Me tab to be recruited to play your sport of choice today. If you have what it takes, you could be a Bulldog in no time.
Adrian College Television would like to give a big thank you to our sponsor, Carlton Lodge of Adrian. Carlton Lodge is sponsoring all ACTV broadcasts during the 2021 to 2022 school year. Located at 1629 West Maumee and Adrian, Carlton Lodge offers comfortable rooms and suites at affordable rates. There's also a heated indoor and outdoor pool, along with a 24-hour fitness center. Thank you for the continued support toward Adrian College Television.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, got out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Adrian College has once again been recognized for its commitment to engaged, experiential education by Colleges of Distinction, a one-of-a-kind guide for college-bound students. While higher education has changed over the past 20 years, Colleges of Distinction's selection process has stayed consistent in accepting only those that adhere to the 4 distinctions: engaged students, great teaching, vibrant community, and successful outcomes. Overlaid in the last few years have been a look into high-impact practices. They believe most critical to the student experience were the kinds of engaging experience that are found at Adrian College. To learn more, please visit adrian.edu.
Tuesday, April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Dockey, back in August I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community during the COVID spike. At that time, I was incredibly anxious about the prospect of spending my senior year of college sitting."
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Alma College up in Alma, Michigan for this Michigan Intercollegiate Athletic Association football game, Week 9, between your Adrian College Bulldogs and the Alma College Scots. Good afternoon. As I said, I'm Ian Wentz, joined in the booth here today. Brett Carlisle, glad to have you back. It's been a few weeks.
Yeah, it has been a few weeks since, I believe, the Bluffton University game against Adrian. Thanks for having me up here in the booth with you here in the beautiful town of Alma and up inside Alma College, where we have undefeated Scots going against the Bulldogs, 6-2 on the season, I believe, 6-3 possibly. It's going to be a good matchup. It's going to be a trap game is what I've heard from Alma College fans.
Yeah, Alma, their best season in quite some time. They come in undefeated, 8-0 on the campaign. A date with Albion next week, and the Brits are having some trouble here in the early window of games in the MIAA. But they're trying not to look ahead as the 5-3 Bulldogs coming into town, trying to play spoiler here to these Alma College Scots here today. The Kilty Marching Band out on the field. 100 years of this Kilty Marching Band here at Alma College. A couple of notable players for Adrian College are ones that, according to when I talked to Coach Jim Deere Friday morning, will not play. And they're 3 of the most important positions in the game of football. They are your quarterback, your left guard, or your left tackle, and your starting safety. Aaron Jenkins and Nathan Bennett and Brandon Kwiatkowski all reportedly out with concussions. Jenkins and Kwiatkowski hurt during the game last week in the loss to Albion 37-9. Nate Bennett did not play last week, and he's out for this game as well. So it's an uphill battle, certainly. An Adrian College offensive line that's jumbled up a few times this season. They're no stranger to that. Last week we saw Landon Banks play right tackle. We saw Isaiah Simon play right guard. And Braden Van Orden, normally the right tackle, playing left tackle. We'll see how they come out to start this football game. The undertone of this football game, Brett, is the wind. And we were down on the field earlier watching the special teamers warm up. We threw a couple passes. It is windy today and some rain on the way as well.
Yeah, I believe it's windy everywhere today inside college football. I just watched a video. I showed you the video of the Ohio State kicker kicking it down inside the Wildcats Stadium and about from the 40 and kicked it, and it was about 20 yards of wind that blew it backwards. So windy day, lots of old-fashioned MIAA football about to come out here on the field, and running the ball is going to be punched up the gut a bunch by both teams.
Yeah, it'd be a great day to have a natural turf, natural field, just for one game, just to see how the rain, the pending rain, it's just windy now in Alma. It's a southern wind consistently in the upper 20s and 30s, could gust as high as 50 as we move throughout this football game here today between the Bulldogs and the Alma College Scots. We'll take a quick break, the pregame show here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Michigan, north of Lansing, a couple-hour drive north of Adrian today. Ian Wendt, Brett Carlisle with you here this afternoon. The 5-3 Adrian College Bulldogs and the 8-0 Alma College Scots set to battle here in just a few moments. Pre-game festivities underway here from Alma. Should be a competitive matchup today. And, you know, you look at Adrian College, sort of the journey that the team has been on, Brett, since we did the Bluffton game about a month ago. It's a different looking team and a team that had great expectations and just unfortunate injuries. You know, really that derailed the team. Shea LaRue with the leg injury against Trine. Aaron Jenkins has been in and out of the lineup, and the offensive line just in shuffle mode.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate for Adrian. They had a strong season, beating the first team to beat Hope College on the season, and Hope College the favorite to win the MIAA, and obviously they have fallen off quite a bit. Adrian then dropped a game to Trine, but that was coming with a couple injuries on that game, and obviously Trine bested Adrian just by only one score. As the Alma College Scots are coming to take the field now, we see Adrian momentarily as well, but Aaron Jenkins, our graduate quarterback that came in and was performing at a high level and really helping out the team with a bunch of rushing touchdowns, passing touchdowns. He could do it all. He was a special player, and obviously he's out with a concussion today. He was dressed, though, as we did know it, so we maybe we'll see him take the field possibly, but as right now, Taj Williams is going to be the backup to Noah Heidi today, as Jack Kiawa is out as well, as he only had his jersey on, had sweatpants and tennis shoes on. So Alma College about ready to take the field. And it's going to be an exciting matchup. 8 minutes till kickoff.
Yeah, and it's one of those situations where you look on paper, Alma's had a great season. I mean, there's no other way to put it. One of their best performances in recent memory. Probably most of these fans can even remember how the start has gone for Alma. Undefeated, 8-0 on the season, and they're they got to take care of business here and a date with Albion potentially for the MIAA championship. And we will take a look at the projected starting lineup for Adrian College on offense. They will go with Noah Heidi, and at running back Stephen Moses, Jimmy Clark. At wide receiver Kenny Kuyawa, Keontae Townsend, 6 catches, 176 yards last week. The lone Bulldog touchdown. He's come on as a reliable target out there. At tight end, it's Tyler Poyer. Offensive line, this will be shuffled, so I'm not sure who's going to play where. We'll probably see some Jack Cecila, of course, Matt Pillow, Landon Banks, Isaiah Simon, and Braden Van Orden. We'll see where they're playing and, actually where they, if these players will play. You never know with injuries. Kicking today, Walker Evans and Sammy LaFonda will be the punter. They could have an interesting afternoon. The way this wind is howling here at Alma. Looking at the Bulldog defense, DeAndre Jennings, Justin Wiseman, Manuel Cole, Dominico Tejada, Randall Broom, Carter Sidlowski up front. At linebacker, it's Andrew Newmer, Wade Zashman, Kyle Minder, and Sam Madrid. Your defensive backfield will be Donovan McCary, Tyrell Diener, and Jimmery Cannon. Getting the first start today for Ethan Narter, the listed as a junior in your program, so he will get the start today at safety. Brandon Kwiatkowski out of this matchup with that concussion he suffered last week. So let's look at your Adrian College starters. We'll look over at Alma College here on offense. It'll be Carter St. John running things at quarterback. His running back Eddie Williams and Jamarte Hogan. Wide receiver Devin Frenchco, Nate Gorlowski, and Ty Lauderman. Tight end is Cole Thomas for the Alma College backfield. They'll go with Braden Anderson, Zach Post, Alex Dean, Ethan Gertneck, and Reese Townsend. We'll take a 60-second timeout. Kickoff coming up here on the Adrian College Sports Network.
as you anxiously await.
Here on the Adrian College Sports Network, Ian Wentz and Brett Carlisle with you this afternoon. Happy that you're making us a part of your Saturday afternoon. A blustery, windy, sort of unseasonably warm weather here in Michigan, and we'll see what team can take advantage of this weather situation. No rain yet in Alma, but certainly that wind has popped up and will become a factor as they move through this contest. Adrian College making their way out onto the field, led by their man coach Jim Deere, his 13th season at the helm of the Adrian College Bulldog football team. They'll have their road uniforms today, the black pants, the gold jerseys with the black numbers, the black AC helmet. They're led on the field now.
What's unfortunate for Jim Deere is such a great, he had, when we talked to him at the Bluffton game after the big win, he was so excited. The conference is so good. Obviously, Alma 8-0 and Albion also 8-0 as well, as Adrian fell pretty hard last week against the Britons at Albion College. But Hope College was the favorite, and when Adrian took them down, it was kind of enlightening that Adrian was going to have a big season, but unfortunate injuries took a toll on them, and having our starting QB out, Noah Heidi coming in to play actually very well, kind of surprising a lot of people as a backup QB. But Aaron Jenkins, the one who is leading the team, is unfortunate that he's been out for a couple weeks now.
And the Bulldog and Scott captains meet at the 50. It's Justin Wiseman, DeAndre Jennings. They have Kyle Minder and a fourth Bulldog. I'll get his number and name for you when I can see it down there at the 50. So we will have the coin toss here. The wind not affecting the coin, so that's good. And we'll get the call.
It looks like Alma's going to defer, and Adrian's going to receive the kickoff, I believe.
Alma will get the ball to start this one. The wind will be in the face of the Scots to start this football game here in Alma. The fourth Bulldog captain, Malik Ray, here this afternoon. So Ray, Jennings, Wiseman, and Minder, the four Bulldog captains here today. And, I mean, it's similar across, all of college football with the COVID year, getting that extra chance for eligibility. Every team is going to be very senior heavy should they decide to use that COVID year. And to your point, Brett, that was the case in the MIAA. You feel good about your team, but then you realize, every other team gets their guys back for another year if they want them. So we'll see how this one shapes out. We'll pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're tuned in to Adrian College football.
Listening to the presentation of Bulldog football on ACTV and WVAC Adrian 107.9 FM, an Adrian College Media House production.
Welcome back here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Ian Wentz and Brett Carlisle from Alma College, Michigan. The Michigan Intercollegiate Athletic Association battle between the Bulldogs and the Scots. Alma undefeated, 8-0, hosting the 5-3 Bulldogs here today. Two more games remain for Adrian. We'll see if they can play spoiler here this afternoon. Alexander Owlett, ball on the tee. Bulldogs get the wind here to start this contest. A blustery day coming straight up from the south will be severely impacting kicks here today. Owlett the runoff, and we are underway from Alma. This one drives the return man deep, and the ball will fly through the end zone for a touchback, and Alma will get things going here with their man, Carter St. John, in at quarterback.
Carter St. John been phenomenal this year for the Alma Scots and carrying this team to a heavy passing yardage. But Alma, don't be threatened. They love to run the ball as well. Like I said, MIAA, very heavy with running the ball. It's a Midwestern style, obviously. We see it in high school, and we see it at Michigan, University of Michigan, Michigan State as well. Very run heavy, so don't watch Alma run the ball.
St. John from the gun. It's going to be a run on 1st and 10 up the Bulldog middle. Goes ahead for about 4. They might give him 5. As Kyle Minder and a host of Bulldogs in on the tackle, including the new starting safety, Ethan Nartker. And the tackle after a 5-yard gain for Eddie Williams.
Alma
This
running
is St.
tempo.
John. Yeah, he's going to throw here out in the flat. It's going to be tipped in. It's intercepted. Bulldogs pick it off at the 50. Tyrell Diener, he'll be tackled at the Alma 46. So Carter St. John tipped and picked on the first play. He threw the football, and Tyrell Diener comes down with it.
Tyrell Diener, right place at the right time. I mean, great coverage. There was a couple Bulldogs around there. I'm surprised St. John honestly threw it there, but saw something I guess he couldn't see at all, and Tyrell Diener right there.
Interception every game this season for this Adrian College defense. And we'll see Noah Heide, Bulldogs starting quarterback here. He does have a start under his belt, a couple. Beat Kalamazoo a few weeks ago. Played quite a bit in that second half against Albion. He's in the shotgun. He stands at the 50. It's going to be a run to Stephen Moses through the middle of the line. Cuts back to the right. Room for Moses to the 35. First down, Adrian. Tackle in the Alma College secondary. Wrapped up finally by number 7, Jack Krentzmar. But that's a 12-yard run for Stephen Moses and a Bulldog first down.
The senior running back, so gifted at what he can do. He can bounce in and out, and I'm believing we're going to see Jimmy Clark come on the field now as after a great 13-yard run by Stephen Moses.
Matt Pillow opening up things up front on the middle, along with Isaiah Simon out there at right guard. Heide will take the snap, give us to Clark. He'll try middle and get met in the hole. Goes forward for maybe a yard. Number 20, his first carry of the afternoon.
Like you said, I think you were mentioning to me before that you were hoping you just see Adrian just pile on the points, possibly in this first half if the rain does come, and that would give Alma trouble as well. But a chance here for Noah Heide to lead this offense to score a touchdown.
Off the Adrian College interception, Heide on the offense. It's a second down and 8 to go from the Alma 31. This will be a run. This is Jimmy Clark, goes middle and dives ahead for a few. Sets up a 3rd down and 4, so 2 carries for Jimmy Clark. And he will substitute out as they bring in some speed of Ben Kolowski. And the speedster freshman was out there for a moment. Now they rotate back. They'll go heavy power here as they will bring in Malik Ray and Stephen Moses back out for a 3rd and 4.
Third and 4 power. I kind of like it, honestly, but I also would have liked to see the speedster come out there as well.
So Heide goes from the gun. Moses is his running back, stands off to his right. Malik Ray in a fullback type position, lined up over the right guard. It's going to be a run for Stephen. Moses tripped up in the backfield, falls forward for a yard. The Alma College tackle out there for the linebacker, Odin Sofrendine, with the stop. So an early 4th down for this Adrian College offense.
And now they're bringing out the speedster on this 4th and 3. It's going to be an opportunity for Adrian. Honestly, the smart decision by Jim Deere. It's windy out there, so Walker Evans' kicks are going to be a little factored from that, but it is downwind, so I'm kind of surprised he didn't want to opt for the field goal.
Alma College threw an interception on their second play. They're now in a 4th down chance on defense as the Bulldogs with the ball. It's a 4th and 3 from the Alma 26. They're going for this. Noah Heide, his first pass, throws to Sennard Foster. He can't catch it. Dropped, hit his hands, and he tried to run before he caught it. So back-to-back turnovers by both offenses, and that's just a situation of trying to get the ball in your playmaker's hand, and step 1 didn't work.
Yeah, and it was unfortunate that Foster he honestly wasn't even looking at the ball when Heide threw it, and then when he turned back, it was too late, and that caused the turnover. Alma now with the ball and a chance to get downfield. Hopefully St. John is thinking about that interception and is going to work on it.
It's a run right up the middle, trips in the backfield, goes ahead for a yard as Adrian College defense converges on the Scott running back. A lot of energy down on the field from both sidelines. It's a 2nd down and 9 here for the Alma College offense. 3 receivers split out to the right. St. John going to throw a screen, caught in the backfield, goes up ahead for a couple, but a quick tackle out there on the edge for the Adrian College defense. Stop out there. I think the linebacker, or the safety rather, got to him. That's the new man in there getting the start. Ethan Narkter with a stop. 3rd down quickly for the Alma offense. 3rd and 7. 2 receivers right, 1 left. St. John takes. He'll fake a run. Now he's going to throw, get some pressure. Rolling, looking. He's going to be hit and taken down short of the line. Got about 4 yards on that one. Relentless Bulldog pressure, and now a decision for the Alma College offense, and they will come off the field on 4th down.
smart, good job by the Adrian defense to not only get a turnover, or get the fourth down, but also capitalizing on that turnover they just had and keeping Alma down in their own territory, and now they're going to punt it away into the wind. So it's probably going to be good field position for Adrian here. 2 back to receive, and Kenny Kiawa so speedy and gifted with his cuts. See if he can make something happen.
4th and 2, and the Alma kick is into that gusty wind. It's going to bounce to the Adrian 40 and go out of bounds inside there. So Coach Jason Couch elects to kick there on a 4th down. I think he was too far into his own side of the 50 to decide maybe go for that situation. So, Brent, we've seen 3 drives, and the defense is making some plays.
Yeah, the defense is what's going to be key today, honestly, with the wind and possible rain in the second half. The defenses are going to be seeing a lot of play time out there, so they got to be ready for that and not use all their energy up in the first couple drives.
So it'll be a first down for Adrian College. They mark it at their own 40. We are scoreless here. 10:32 left in the first quarter. Heidi from the gun. He's all alone. 3 Bulldogs right, 2 left. Heidi claps his hands. He takes, looks, throws middle. Diving reception. That time by Shenard Foster. On the first down reception, give him 4. So the 4th down swing pass he couldn't get to, but a diving reception. A good one for the young freshman.
Shenard Foster. Young freshman, that just shows you the talent that Adrian's going to have in a couple of years. Also, Taj Williams, the future of Adrian College at quarterback. So, Noah Heidi and Jenkins, the seniors.
Trying to make a statement here on the road. 2nd and 6 for the Adrian offense. Give us to Moses. Met in the backfield. No hope that time as Alma busted through the line of scrimmage. Good stop out there for Alma's Eli Jackson. In on the stop, the Scott linebacker. It's a loss of 5 yards for Stephen Moses. He had nowhere to go on that stretch run.
Yeah, and that was unfortunate for Moses as the line just broke down and he was met in the backfield and got knocked back 5 yards. And Adrian College really got to come out here with a deep pass play, honestly, or a cut slant across the middle. We're going to see what happens here. Kenny Kiawa, be a lookout for him. Also Keontae Townsend.
9:18 to go in the first. We're tied 0-0 here in Alma. Snap is bobbled, and it's going to be hit around the backfield. Who's going to fall on it? It's still loose at the 25. Alma falls on it at the 24. A disastrous play on offense for Adrian. The snap never made it back to Noah Heidi. Jimmy Clark, the running back, could not fall on it, and it's a Bulldog turnover on a 3rd down botched snap from the shotgun.
And that was unfortunate for the Bulldogs, and that ball was just bounced around a bunch. Wish you could see the video on that. If you tune into Alma's live stream, you probably will be able to see it, but the ball just got kicked around a bunch, and Alma finally fell on it as a couple other people were falling on it, a couple Bulldogs, a couple Alma players, but unfortunate turnover for the Bulldogs.
First Adrian turnover, 9:07 in the first. It's a Scott football at the 23 of Adrian. St. John going to run a quarterback counter run. Gets into the Bulldog linebacking core.
Listening to the presentation of Bulldog football on
one of the many Bulldogs there, Ethan Nartger. He's made his presence felt here early. It's a 2nd and short for Alma. They need 2 yards here. St. John takes, fakes. He's going to throw to the back pylon. He's got a man there, and it's going to be fought for, and they say touchdown Alma College. And the Scott touchdown is caught by number 13, Nate Grolowski. So a 15-yard touchdown pass puts Alma out in front 6-0 here with 8:39 left here in the first quarter.
Yeah, Nate Grolowski, such good concentration. The pass from St. John, it was like a nice loft, perfect for him to go up and grab. And Alma up 6-0, 7-0 here in a moment if they can convert this field goal.
The extra point is up, and it is good. So Alma goes 2 plays after the Adrian College fumble. They score the touchdown. There's a flag at the end of this one, so we'll keep it here for just a moment. Flag in the Alma backfield on the extra point. Actually, we'll let them sort it out. We'll tell you what the penalty was in just a moment. We'll take a 30-second timeout. It's Alma 7, Adrian nothing. 8:39 to go in the first on the Adrian College Sports Network. College Sports Network. Ian Wendt, Brett Carlisle with you. The call was a personal foul after the play on number 0. They said defense, but then they pointed Alma's way, and it's going to be a personal foul on Adrian, number 0. That's Donovan McCary, the safety, because they're going to put the football at the 50 to kick this thing off into the wind here at Alma. 8:39 left here in the first quarter. 7-0 Scots on the Adrian turnover and a 15-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah, it was a beautiful pass by St. John to Gralski. And now we're looking at a 15-yard penalty on McCary. And that's crucial for them because now they can pin Adrian deep actually with the help of, not without the help of the wind, because the wind is obviously going to knock it down, and the ball came off the tee there.
Yeah, so a chance to, pin this Adrian offense deep if they don't get any sort of return, the Bulldogs. It's Caleb Keinsvater to kick this off, and they're going to have to hold the ball on the tee as the wind knocked it over twice. And that is what the Scots will do here, middle stages, first quarter of a 7-0 football game. Carter St. John, 2 for 3, 17 yards, a touchdown and an interception, and this kickoff is blasted through the back of the end zone. If you talk special team strategy, honestly, you're in the spot there at the 50. You could have sent that kick up in the air, maybe pin the Bulldogs deep, but the Scots elect to kick it off. It's an Adrian first down from their 25, and an offense that turned the ball over last time out on a botched snap between Matt Pillow and Noah Heide, and it never made it back to Noah. It lost big yardage, and the Scots got the football. So let's see, third possession for the Adrian offense. Heide 1 for 2, 4 yards, the catch by Shenard Foster. Moses today 3 carries and 8 yards. He stands in the Adrian backfield with Heide, who is in the shotgun. 3 receivers bunched up left, 1 alone to the right. Heide is going to throw, caught by Keontae Townsend at the 30. That's all Keontae's going to get, but a 5-yard catch for the senior. He's really come on as, really the Bulldog 1A option, him and Kenny Kuyawa, but the last couple of weeks, it's been number 3 out there for Adrian. Give him 6 on the first down.
Yeah, it's Keontae Townsend with 176 yards last week and the lone touchdown for the Bulldogs, and that is beautiful, honestly, and he's been doing really well this year, and that was his breakout game, so hopefully we'll see something from him today here. 2nd
and 4 for the Adrian offense. This is Stephen Moses. Couldn't get through the front line. The Scots collapse it down, and quickly it's an Adrian College 3rd down. Tried to run off left guard. Jack Cecila out there trying to get a seal block, unsuccessful in that. Give Moses nothing on that rush, so it's a 3rd and 4. Stephen checks out, and here goes Jimmy Clark in at the backfield for Coach Bailey, the offensive coordinator. Keontae Townsend lined up alone on the right side. 3 receivers split out wide on Noah Heide's left. He goes from his own 31. Adrian needs the 35 for a first down. Heide claps his hands, takes the snap. The Scots rush forward. Heide steps up. He's hit. The ball is out. It's free on the turf, and Alma has it at the Adrian 29. The Scots got home with 4. Heide had no chance to throw the football. He stepped up in the pocket, knocked out of his hands, and Alma with great field position yet again from the Adrian 29.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Heide. Another turnover, and it's costly. Came up from behind. I don't know if you saw who got the tackle on that, and it was unfortunate. Heide got blindsided and lost the ball, and Alma recovers, and now they're deep in Adrian territory once again, and then looking to make it 13-14-0 here in the middle of the first quarter.
So 2 Adrian College fumbles. Here go the Scots on the ground, bursting ahead for a modest gain. Goes, looks like number 15, Jamarte Hogan on the carry that time. 7 yards for the Alma running back. 2nd and 3 they go from the Adrian College 22-yard line. So early momentum for Adrian as they get the early interception. But since then, a turnover on downs and 2 fumbles by the Bulldog offense. Sandwiched in there an Alma touchdown. Here go the Scots. St. John to throw. It's incomplete. Felt some pressure, did Carter St. John. Out in coverage, Jimmery Cannon on Alma's wide receiver out there. That's number 8, Devon Frenchko. Good coverage, but good pressure by the Adrian College linebacker.
Jimmery Cannon with great coverage, and Adrian getting back in the backfield, giving St. John a little bit of a taste if he would have held onto that ball. So Adrian, we'll see what happens if they can get back in the backfield.
3rd and 3 for the Scots. St. John to throw a screen. It's caught. There's room at the 20 and tackled after a modest gain by Andrew Newmer, but that's enough for an Alma first down. Down to the Bulldogs 17, where it will be 1st and 10. So St. John, the quick completion out in the flat. They got good blocking. 6.5 to go in this first quarter. It's 7-0 Alma with the ball. St. John hands it off to his tailback, hits the middle of that Bulldog front, goes nowhere. Kyle Minder filled the running lane nice along with Donovan McCary, but Carter Sadlowski, the first man there for AC. The AC being Adrian College. 6:09 to go in the quarter. Got to be careful with those ACs when you play Albion and Alma.
Yeah, we got 3 of them, but we're the lead on top. We're ADRIAN, so that's why we're first.
Alphabetical here. St. John's going to run it. Quarterback draw, hit by Tyrell Diener. Falls ahead near a first down. Might be a yard short, so give St. John 8 on the carry. Brings up a 3rd and short for the Alma Scots here from the Bulldog 9.
That's unfortunate for Adrian's defense there, is they made the tackle very well, but then more people got piled on and they pushed St. John forward, and now we're looking at a 3rd and 1, 3rd and short for Alma.
Scots to the line quickly. Snap is high. St. John's going to fall on it and lose about 6 yards back near the Adrian 15 as the snap was mishandled from Alex Dean back to St. John. So this is going to bring up a 4th down and an opportunity.
David Reif, I think, was actually the snapper there. St. John came off the field. I wonder if they were looking at like a wildcat possibly with David Reif. He is a backup QB, but I think he has some speed. The sophomore from Frankenmuth, Michigan.
Good call, Brett. So the Scots will go for it into a stiff win here in Alma. St. John is back in. 4th and 6 for the Scots. Under 5 to go in this first quarter. 7-0 Alma. Off the Adrian College fumble. Adrian going for it here on defense. And a timeout called by the Alma College coaching staff. They'll take one. I think we'll take one as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Alma by 7, 4:41 in the first, here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Welcome back on the Adrian College Sports Network. Ian Wendt, Brett Carlisle from Alma, Michigan. It's the Scots 7, the Bulldogs nothing. They're in an Alma 4th down and a 6 from the Adrian 14. St. John, the quarterback, throws. It's going to be into the flat. Tight coverage by DeAndre Jennings. Alma looking for a flag, and they don't get one. Physicality out there, but trying to get a swing pass out there. It's incomplete, and DeAndre Jennings playing some good pass defense. It's an Adrian football, so they get the ball right back.
You know, I'm kind of hesitant on this first down, though. We're on the 14-yard line, and
here's what I'm doing, Brett. I'm going deep to number 3. He made some contested catches last week against Albion.
And honestly, number 11 on defense, that's Corey Deere, I believe, or Connor Duma, I believe, is the cornerback on Keontae Townsend. And I honestly, if I was Noah Heide, I'd be throwing it deep as well. If I was Bailey, I'd be throwing it deep to Keontae Townsend.
Heide from the shotgun. It's going to be a run for Stephen Moses. Lowers the boom on the Alma defender ahead for 5. Good run by Stephen Moses. And yeah, I think especially with the wind here in this first quarter, 4:23 left in it, if you get a look where you get one-on-one with one of these guys and the wind behind you, I think you have to take a shot. We'll see. They bring in some more speed with Shenard Foster, the freshman. Kenny Kuyawa lines up in the slot, close on the right side. Noah Heide alone in the gun. Scots have 4 down linemen. Noah throws middle, a caught pass by Kenny Kuyawa. First down, Adrian College, all the way up to the Bulldog 34-yard line. Kenny's first catch and an AC first down. Good pass there by Heide.
Yeah, great concentration by Heide. Knew the pressure was coming, but stayed in the pocket and wound up his throw. got it to Kiowa for the first down. A big gain, too, so hopefully this gives a little momentum to get into Alma territory for the Bulldogs.
Some breathing room for Adrian. Going from left to right across the field here in Alma. 1st and 10 at their own 34. Give to Stephen Moses. Left side for Stephen. Gets hit and taken down after a gain of 3. Another rush for Stephen Moses. He has 6 on the afternoon for 16 yards to Stephen. Noah Heide now 2 for 3. 10 yards officially. Those sack yards, unfortunately, count against your rushing total. Now the update, it's 3 for 4 for 25. That makes a little more sense. After a long pass to Kenny Kuyawa. 2nd and 7 after the Moses run for Heide and company. He waits. 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Gives to Stephen Moses, left side. Lowers the shoulder up to the 40. They give him the 41 for Stephen Moses. Brings up a 3rd down and a short 3 for Coach Harry Bailey, the offensive coordinator.
What they did earlier with Stephen Moses bouncing to the outside, if I was Coach Bailey, I would be putting Shenard Foster out there to bounce it outside. Shenard Foster has a lot of speed. Moses is fast, but not as fast as Foster, who can bounce to the edge and get outside really quickly.
Adrian running a power formation here. Malik Ray into block, the senior from Hudson, Michigan. He's lined up in that H-back spot. Heide takes Moses behind him, hands it off to Stephen. Right side, goes ahead for a yard, but that's it. The Scots stack him up. Forward progress stopped as the ball came out late, so an Adrian College 3rd down run is no good. And they're looking at a 4th down and 2, and it looks like we will see the Adrian College punter, Sammy LaFada, for the first time today.
We were down on the field and watching LaFada kick, I believe. And he was sending them pretty deep with the wind in favor, so who knows what's going to happen when they come back the other way, but first time we see Sammy LaFada today.
Return man Nate Gorowski back deep. Sammy LaFada stands at his 28. Wind at his back. Here's the snap. It's a wobbly one. LaFada's got it. The left-footed kick is nearly blocked. It's going to hit at the Scott 28, down to the 25. It's going to keep rolling.
There's a flag on the field down there.
Inside the 25, and yeah, we'll see what type of penalty this could be against Alma College.
Could be roughing the kicker.
I believe that, yeah, it is a flag, right, Brett?
I believe a flag down at the 20-yard line near
or
the
some
right
equipment,
hash mark.
I don't know.
Could be that too. But I believe it is going to be.
The ref's going to tell us what it is. He's running towards it. The official at the 35, the 30, approaches the 20. He's at the Adrian College 20. He's going to pick up. They're going to wave off a flag. Okay.
The flag.
Someone threw it, and he picked it up.
It was his own flag, I believe. So he must have thought. I don't know what he was actually thinking, honestly. But
LaFada did get some contact. Not a lot, though.
If LaFada would have fallen down, I believe it would have been called. But obviously, I believe that the referee didn't really think of anything of it. So now it's waved off.
So the chain gang waits till the official picks up the flag. It's a 1st down for Alma at their own 21-yard line. It's 7-0 Scots here, minute 24. Ian Wett, Brett Carlisle with you here this afternoon. St. John in at QB. He's going to hand it off to his tailback. Off left side, room for his man. Up to the 35 and dives ahead to the 37. Tackled by the Adrian College safety out there, Nathan Narkter. Not after an Alma 1st down, all the way to the 39.
Eddie Williams with the speed, and he's going to get the ball. No, it's fake.
St. John pulls it away and throws it away.
Play action.
Short of his man.
Play action.
Two teams, a little play action fooled you.
It did a little bit. Somewhat. I mean, he pulled the ball away last second. I thought they were actually going to give it to him since they went up with a hurry up. And honestly, you see teams do that. They hand the ball off after a good run, and they do a quick tempo, and they'll hand the ball off once again. But obviously, he pulled it away.
2nd and 10 for St. John and company. This is Williams off right side, swallowed up and taken down by Kyle Minder. One of those senior linebackers. He's been doing this for quite some time here at Adrian College. Number 42 in black and gold, a 5-yard rush for Williams, and a 3rd and 5 for the Alma offense here, leading 7-0 here in the first quarter, where if you look at it, Brett, I mean, the way turnovers have gone, field position, it feels like Alma should be up by more.
I feel like Alma should be up at least 21-0, maybe 17-0, but Adrian had a chance to capitalize. It should be actually like 17-7, 21-7.
3rd and 5 for Alma. Williams gets hit at the line of scrimmage, bounced off a tackle, and Sam Madrid finishes off the play, but not before an Alma first down. Good tough running for 26. Eddie Williams followed his left tackle, Braden Henderson, up ahead to the Alma 49. Here with the final 15 seconds of this first quarter, and Alma looks like we'll not snap another football here and expire the clock on this first quarter. 15-yard passing touchdown. That's the difference between Alma and Adrian. Well, we've had a few turnovers in that first quarter, huh? We'll head to the second. It's Alma 7, Adrian nothing. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the Adrian College Sports Network. Back on the Adrian College Sports Network. Ian Wendt, Brett Carlisle. 1 quarter in the books, 3 to go from Alma. The 8-0 Scots lead the 5-3 Bulldogs, 7-0 here in Alma. So 1st and 10 for the Scots. They switch field position. So Alma will have the wind at their back here in the second quarter. A blustery breeze here in Alma. It's a 1st and 10 at their own 49 as we get set to go.
You know, it was a kind of a nicer drive than driving down to Bluffton University, as it was a more scenic drive.
St. John throws middle. It's going to be caught. Wide receiver was wide open at the Adrian 30. They mark him down at the 26. The Alma reception, the first one of the day for Cole Thomas. No Bulldog within about 5-10 yards of him, and St. John found him for an Alma first down.
Honestly, they're lucky that Cole Thomas fell down. Otherwise, he probably would have gotten a couple 5-10 more yards on that.
And this is now going to be a run here. Andrew Newmer gets a stop after a 1-yard rush for DeMarte Hogan. I mean, they may have marked him back at the line of scrimmage. I'll give him a yard. 2nd and 9. The quick, athletic, hard-hitting Andrew Newmer out there wearing number 44 here on the road. St. John and company, they're going to do a quarterback power run. Trying to find some opening down near the 21-yard line. Kyle Minder, Donovan McCary combined for the Adrian College stop. Sam Madrid there as well. It's a 3rd and 4 for Alma.
St. John is coming in at 5'11". That's my height. Honestly, he doesn't look like a big QB, honestly. He kind of looks more like a running back, but he's holding his own out there, obviously.
Adrian shows some pressure here. St. John backs off. Well, he plays football and you run.
That's true.
So your build is going to be a little bit different.
That's true. But, I mean, I'm just saying he's, it's usually you see quarterbacks coming in nowadays at like 6'2", 6'3", or even higher than that. So
St. John to throw. A catch made inside the Adrian 15. And Donovan McCary is down at the Adrian 12. The reception for Alma's 83 out there. That's Ty Lauderman, and McCary does get back up, thankfully. But it's an Adrian College pass reception given up, and McCary will sit out for at least a play here. Pass caught at the Adrian College 12, where it will be a 1st and 10 for Alma College.
Yeah, McCary was down, so now the referee was signaled for a timeout so he could get off the field as he'll come off for a play. And now number 19 comes in for him. I believe that is Mitchell Maxwell.
St. John, nowhere to go for the Alma quarterback, stuffed up in the middle. Justin Wiseman, Domenico Tejada, Carter Sidlowski all in there. Tejada, a freshman, 5'10", 275. He's played some big-time minutes for Coach Martin Mathis and this defensive line. St. John is going to hand off this time. It is Hogan. Not much for him as DeMarte Hogan tried the right side of the offensive line. Maybe a yard, maybe nothing. DeAndre Jennings gets the tackle.
It's a struggle fest down in the red zone today for both teams. Adrian, Alma especially, they've got shut out down here at the other end of the field, and now they're down here facing a 3rd and long. So could see a field goal coming up possibly if Adrian can get a stop.
Wind at the back of the Scots. They'll send 3 receivers out wide to the left, the tight end the line to the right. Hogan is the running back. St. John going to roll up and throw to the corner. It's tipped away and incomplete, and a flag comes in as Jimmery Cannon was in tight coverage on the Alma receiver. I think they're going to get the Bulldog defender here. We'll wait for the flag here in the Alma end zone.
Jimmery
Cannon saying the receiver pushed off, and of course he'll say that.
Obviously, I honestly didn't think that Cannon, I think he was playing good defense. They're kind of both tugging at each other, so it didn't look too illegal, but we're going to see.
And the benefit to the Scots. Pass interference is the call on a 3rd and 10. Makes it a 1st down for Alma. As St. John, the quarterback, checks out of the game. It's Tyler Walters, listed as a running back on the roster. Checks into the football game. He took 1 snap earlier, and he had trouble corralling it. This is a 1st and goal for Alma at the Adrian College 2. The Scots up 7-0 here at home. Throws, caught, pylon, touchdown Alma. The Scots reception out there for Nate Webb. It's now 13-0, Alma.
Wow, that was great by Alma. They were facing a 3rd and 10. The pass interference obviously biting Adrian right now, and Jimmery Cannon, that one's on him, honestly. And
it was Davin Reef who checked in at quarterback to throw that pass. So 1 more play after the penalty gives Alma 6 points. The extra point upcoming. Snap, hold, kick. They're all good. It's all Scots here in the first. 14-0 Alma. Adrian College to get the football back on offense when we come back in 30 seconds on the Adrian College Sports Network.
On Tuesday, April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Docking, back in August I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community during the COVID spike.
We're back on the Adrian College Sports Network. Ian Wentz and Brett Carlisle with you this afternoon. It's a breezy but unseasonably warm day here at Alma. It's 14-0 Scots, 12:06 to go before halftime.
62 degrees outside, so not too bad, honestly, but it seems like it should be colder with the wind and the rain.
Here's the Alma kickoff. It's going to sail into the end zone over the head of the freshman Chenard Foster, and it will be an Adrian College 1st and 10 for Brendan offense that hasn't really gotten something going here. A couple passes to Kuyawa and Townsend, but the running game just hasn't quite been there, and if Adrian wants to pull this off, they're going to have to run the ball.
Yeah, they are, and it's unfortunate to see that Moses can't really get anything going. I think they need to start throwing it to Keontae Townsend more, especially, and Kenny Kiawa. They had a good slant pass with Kiawa earlier, so hopefully they can get them more involved, and let's hope Moses can get his run game going.
This Adrian offense with 2 first downs in this first half. Heidi in the shotgun. Moses stands off to his right. It's a Heidi pass. Throws, caught out there on the sideline, Couldn't get the word out. Reception by Cole Sesslar. His first, and just a 3-yard completion for Heidi.
Cole Sesslar trying to get out there is only about a couple yards for him, and just got dragged down by his jersey, honestly. Couldn't escape the pressure from Alma defender, so good job by Sesslar making the catch and reception, but just couldn't get away.
Alma with 120 yards of total offense. Adrian College with just 36. It's a 2nd and 7 for the Adrian offense. Heidi to throw, goes for Townsend. Hit early, and a flag flies in from all directions. Brett, do you have a flag? We'll throw it too, as Townsend got some early contact. Running that post pattern, and the Scott defender got there a little bit too early.
Yeah, and that's deserving of laundry on the field, honestly, as that was a pass interference, and they disrupted Keontae Townsend's path
It
tenfold.
was a barrage of flags. Normally one's good enough. Side judge, back judge, referee, a
all
parent
saw it.
in the stands.
Parents in the stands throwing the yellow towels out onto the field, and the referee pick it up. Hey, what is this doing out here? It's not my flag, but
A lengthy discussion at the Bulldog 36. And we'll get the call. And it is pass interference on Alma. It's a spot foul. So the flag will be about a 7-yard gain for the Adrian College offense. And a first down. Adrian needed that, trailing here 14-0 here in Alma, 11:27 to go in the first half. Heidi from the shotgun. Stephen Moses stands just off to his left. 2 receivers left, 1 right. 4 across the Alma front. Snap back to Heidi. Noah going to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Throws deep middle. Caught. Tyler Poyer hangs on after a big hit. Down to the Alma 39. And his helmet comes flying off at the end of that one. What a tight window throw by Heidi. And good concentration by the tight end.
that was great by the tight end, honestly. Tyler Poirier holding onto the ball. He got hit hard, too. I believe that's what made his helmet come loose, and it fell off after he got tackled. So glad to see he's already getting up off the field after a big hit by an Alma defender.
Heidi's longest pass of the afternoon gives Adrian a 1st and 10 at the Alma 41 here. Trailing by 14 here in the second quarter. Heidi from the gun. Same formation. It's going to be a run this time for Stephen Moses. Hit in the backfield. Falls forward to the line of scrimmage, but the Alma defender in there like a flash of lightning. It looked like number 56 in on that play for Alma College. Jalen Dunwoody in on the stop. It's a 2nd down and 10. Moses out. Shenard Foster into the Bulldog backfield.
I like to see Shenard Foster.
Just
really,
give him the football, right? Just to see what he can do.
Just give him the football. He's a speedster. He's a fast back. He's what I call lightning. He goes through so quickly. You just don't see him.
2nd down, a swing pass to Foster. Foster up to the 40, spins, ripped down by his face mask, and no call. Foster looking for one, but Alma collapses quickly on him. It's a 2-yard reception, and it'll be a 3rd down and 8 for Adrian College. Foster and Poyer out. Ben Kolowski and Kenny Kuyawa check in. Approaching 10 minutes to go in this first half. It's Alma 14, Adrian 0. Bulldogs with the football, and a 3rd down from the Alma 39. Into the stiff wind. Heidi changes protection. The snap from Matt Pillow, upcoming. Heidi takes, steps back. The righty looks, rolls up to the right. Noah, he's going to throw it on the run. It's going to be caught by who? Seslar. It's good for an Adrian 1st down, and Heidi is laying down on the turf at the 43. He took a shot after throwing that pass. He was close to the line of scrimmage, Brett, but he was able to throw it, and a great catch by Seslar, but that's not good news if you're a Bulldog fan. Another quarterback down on the play. They'll check on Noah. Heidi will take a 60-second timeout. Scott's 14, Adrian 0. 9:40 left in the half here on the Adrian College Sports Network.
On Tuesday, April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Dockey, back in August, I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community during the COVID spike. At that time, I was incredibly anxious about the prospect of spending my senior year of college sitting at my kitchen table in my hometown trying to finish my seminar projects in the event we switched to all online learning. As I type this email now in April, I cannot describe to you the gratitude that my fellow students and I have
Welcome back on the Adrian College Sports Network. Noah Heide out of this football game after completing a third down pass. It's an Adrian first down at the Scott 23. It's Taj Williams in at quarterback for AC. It's going to be a handoff to Jimmy Clark. First play, some blocking off that right side. Clark squirts ahead for about 8, maybe 9 yards. The best Bulldog run for him as he follows that right side. The freshman Landon Banks providing some real estate.
And that's what's great about Adrian is we see Noah Heide came back in for Taj Williams now, so he takes one snap and Heidi's back out there on offense.
That's good to see because he was on his back after his last pass. Tight formation, 3 bunched up on the left side of the line. Clark still the running back. Heide going to throw. Going one-on-one for Townsend. He's bumped in a flag and an incomplete pass, but Adrian will be the beneficiary of another penalty, and Heide hits the turf again. And here's a flag again. This one in the Adrian College backfield.
It's going to be roughing the passer, I believe.
I'm not sure. Deere is upset. He's got some words for Jimmy Clark. Maybe he missed a block or something after the play. I'm not sure, but there's certainly pass interference at the Alma College goal line and a flag at the Scott 20. And this could be a while to sort out. Either way, Coach Deere and Coach Couch probably will not be happy.
Noah Heide just doesn't look good right now. He just looks like he was hunched over. It looks like he's hurting a little bit. If I were Jim Deere, if I don't want to get another quarterback hurt, I'd put Taj Williams in for at least a couple more plays just to see if Heide can just keep himself from getting hurt.
He's taken 2 devastating hits on this drive alone. We're at 8:49 to go in the half. Here's the call. It's a pass interference on Alma. And the flag is after the play. So the call is pass interference on Alma. They enforce that penalty to the 2, but Jimmy Clark after the play and unsportsmanlike conduct assessed to number 20, and that'll back the football up 15 yards from the 2. Should put it at the 17, where it will be a 1st and 10 Adrian College, I do believe. If my math is right, Brett.
It just completely negates the pass interference call. So
right. Well, it gives you a first down. That's the good part.
Gives you a fresh set of downs. Jimmy Clark was frustrated, throwing some type of fit coming down on the sideline, honestly. And
well, he probably thought Heide got hit in a bad spot, so he must have said something or did something to an Alma defender. But it will be an Adrian College 1st and 10. They go from the Alma 17, trying to cut the Scott lead in half as it's 14-0. It's a 1st and 10, I believe, or are they saying 1st and goal from the 17? That changes things.
1st and goal from the 17.
They're going to call it 1st and goal from the 17. Now that I've never seen this penalty enforcement if it is a 1st and 10 or 1st and goal. They're going to call it 1st and goal at the Alma 17. So that personal foul after the play really hurts this Adrian offense. Now they're going to make it 1st and 10, okay? I'll just do what the referees say.
Yeah, just do what the referees say.
They said
compliant.
1st and goal, and now they say 1st and 10. Heide in the game. He's taken a couple of big hits this drive. Took one play off. He's back in. Heide looking for Townsend in the flat. Couldn't hit him. Incomplete. Townsend may have had a shot at the ball. He might not have been ready in time, and it's an incompletion. Brings up 2nd and 10. Heide today, 7 of 9, 68 yards. Moses running the ball, the leading ball carrier, 9 carries and 21 yards. No running backs here in the backfield with Noah Heide. Scots scramble on defense. Now they're set. 2nd and 10 from the Scott 17. Heide looking right, throwing. Caught by Townsend inside the 15. And he'll be wrapped up. His forward progress stopped at the Scott 14. And this brings up a 3rd down and medium situation for Adrian College.
Yeah, 3rd and 7. And I'd honestly try and look for a slant pass, maybe to a tight end or even Kenny Kiawa across the middle. See what you can get. It's worked before, and I don't think Alma would see it coming if they honestly tried to do that. So possibly got 5 receivers out there now.
With the wind here, about 20 miles an hour, this might be a 4th down situation if they don't get it on 3rd. Heidi alone in the gun. Waits the snap from Matt Pillow. He has 5 wide receivers. Heidi looking right, steps up, now middle, throws, and it's going to be incomplete. Last moment going for Keontae Townsend, and Heidi took another shot as he let the pass go by the Alma defender. It's number 0 out there for the Scots, Odin Sofradine. Now it's a 4th down and 7 for Adrian College.
Jeez. Heidi taking a couple big 3 shots, I believe. Walker Evans going to come out.
And they will try a field goal attempt here, Brett.
It's going to be tough for Walker Evans. I'll be very impressed if he gets this field goal with the wind the way it is.
31-yard attempt for Evans. It's 14-0 Alma. 7:57 left in this first half to get the Bulldogs on the board. The snap, the hold by Kuyawa, the kick by Evans into a driving wind, floating wide to the left. He missed it, no good. And Adrian held off the scoreboard. Alma football, they scrimmage now from their own 14. He had the leg, Brett. It just faded off to the left.
That's unfortunate, but honestly, it was kind of expected with the wind the way it is from coming the direction, how fast it's blowing. So honestly, it's Walker Evans' kick. I didn't really think it was going to go through, but I had hope that it would have because he's a very talented kicker. But now Alma sitting up at their own 20 with scrimmage, or their own 14.
So at halftime in Albion, it's Olivet 17, Albion 7. Other MIAA action, Hope 14, Trine 0. Here's a pass by St. John going deep to the 50. He just overthrew his man. Jemery Cannon in coverage on Alma's number 6. The wide receiver out there, Noah Jansen, just out of reach. Going for a shot play on 1st and 10.
Noah Jansen almost had clear-cut turf in front of him if he would have been able to grab that pass and bring it down.
5 for 9, 54 yards, a touchdown and a pick for Carter St. John. He rolls out to his right, looking, nowhere to go. Throws it into the Scott bench, into the cheerleading section, actually, a little further than the bench. Good pursuit by the Bulldog front and good coverage on the back end.
Honestly, I'm surprised the cheerleaders didn't try and go and grab that.
They scattered. It was a scatter drill for sure.
St. John, I believe the wind kind of carried that pass throwing out of bounds, and so that's what carried it to the cheerleaders.
The Scots offense here working with a 14-0 lead. 7:40 to go before the half. They try to set up a screen. It's caught, and it's going to be about a 6-yard reception. A little middle screen by Nate Webb and a flag on the play. Stopped by Diener, the linesman on our close side, through the flag. Must be an alignment issue either for an offensive receiver or maybe a Bulldog defender. We'll see what that is. Ineligible lineman downfield was the call. So got a little too early on the screen pass, and that's going to be called on Sage Cray. And that's going to be, would be probably a 5-yard mark off. Or is Adrian going to decline it? They decline the penalty.
Yeah, it is 3rd and 10, so that would make it 2nd and 15. So actually it's kind of smart call because it's only 5 yards, but you give them the down back, so now it's 3rd and 10.
So the down marker says 4th and short.
Oh,
and Alma will punt. So the 3rd down and 10 screen pass, good for 8. Adrian declines the penalty for too many men down the field, or illegal linemen, I should say. It's now 4th and 2 now from the Alma 28. Adrian's defense stands tall after the missed field goal. Here's the Scott punt into that wind. He gets it behind him, and that's going to drive the Bulldog return men deep. And a Alma bounce into the end zone, and that is for a touchback. Adrian fortunate there that ball didn't check up, but a booming punt into the wind by Caleb Keinsvater. It'll be a Bulldog football 1st and 10 off the touchback.
7:02 left. Let's see if the Bulldogs can use up some of this time, drive down the field, get a good drive, maybe even put some points up on the board before halftime. In other words, college football news, Northwestern Ohio State tied 7-7 at the halftime.
Adrian kicked off to start the football game. They will get the ball to start the third quarter. So if you can get this thing within a score at halftime, you got to feel really good if you're Coach Deere and the Bulldogs here. 5-3 on the season, going up against the 8-0 Scots here. They trail at 14-0. First play of this drive is a handoff. Jimmy Clark, right side. Following the block of Landon Banks, the young freshman. He's had an underrated, very good season out there, number 60 in black and gold. Checks in on the scale at just 345 pounds. The 6-foot freshman out there. Started the year at guard. He's been bumped out to right tackle due to the injury to Nate Bennett. It's a 2nd and 8 for Adrian College now. Heidi stands in the gun and a flag on the play. It's a false start on the Dogs. We don't have a number. It was thrown in the area of Keontae Townsend. Not sure if it was him or someone closer to the football. Makes it a 2nd and 13. Noah Heidi this afternoon, 8 completions on 11 attempts, 71 yards. No touchdowns, no picks. He does have a fumble on the day. He operates here from the shotgun, 2nd and long. It's going to be a toss play to Shenard Foster. Foster sliding through a couple of Scott defenders, good for about 4 as he got the quick pitch out to the right side, and the freshman getting some looks here in week 9.
I believe that was about a 6-yard gain for Foster, so that's good for the youngster to bounce out there. It's 3rd down and a longer 8 for Adrian. Let's see if they get a pass play out here on their own 22.
Going into the wind here. No rain yet, but we expect some later on this afternoon here in Alma. It's a 3rd and 8 for the Adrian offense. They need their own 30. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Noah Heidi stands in the gun. Jimmy Clark stays in the block, and a pass caught by Keontae Townsend, and a Bulldog first down to the 30, 35 up to the 38-yard line. There's that man again, Brett. Keontae Townsend, and a Bulldog first down.
He's a very good receiver, and I don't understand why we're not going to him more, honestly.
He's really come on the last 2 or 3 weeks.
He really has, and he's starting to become that breakout receiver that everybody is keeping an eye on in the MIAA, but it's good that he came on late because now people are starting to realize, who's this Keontae Townsend fella, but now he's making some good catches.
It used to be all Kenny Kuyawa, but then teams started doubling Kenny, and they go to Keontae. This is a run for Stephen Moses. Hit at the line of scrimmage, goes ahead for a yard, maybe 2, as the hole was there initially for Stephen, and the Scots collapse and make a tackle. Nice job by the Scots, shedding the block at the line of scrimmage, get a hand on Moses. That way the linebackers can finish up the play. It's a 2nd and 8 from the Adrian 41. 4.5 to go in the half.
Interesting enough, I hope we see another run possibly and then another pass play on 3rd down because that seems to be working for the Bulldogs, but hopefully they get the first down here.
Heidi instead will pass on 2nd down, throwing sideline, goes up and caught it. Cole Sessler with the first down inside Alma territory, up to the 48-yard line. A good throw and catch from number 12 to number 2.
Well, prove me wrong, AJ.
Yeah,
I
guess.
No run, just a nice pass to the sideline that was perfectly placed by Heidi to Sessler. So
I think Coach Bailey has a feed to our broadcast. Says, you know what, I'm going to do the opposite of what you guys say. It's a 1st and 10 Adrian at the Alma 48. Good looking drive here so far for Heidi and company. Noah takes the handoff, fakes it, throws, caught by Kuyawa, and that's another 12-yard gain and another Adrian College first down. Sliding to the Scott turf is Kenny Kuyawa. Up to the Alma 37, where Adrian is looking now at a 1st and 10. They operate with 3.5 to go in this first half. It's 14-0 Alma. 1 touchdown per quarter. Here goes Heidi. Trips tight to the right, left side of the line, I should say. Heidi takes, gives to Moses. Moses some room. Not a lot, but a good run on first down. Good for 3 for Steven. His 11th carry for 26 yards.
Stephen Moses having an all right day so far. Hopefully we'll see him come on more in the second half as we are nearing 2:50 left in the first half. And Adrian having a very successful drive right now.
Drive that started at their own 20-yard line. It's gone 46 yards. A couple of big catches by Sessler and Kuyawa got them to this point. It's a 2nd down and 7 for Adrian. Heidi will look to throw. Heidi looking left, throwing sideline, caught by Cole again. And that is past the sticks for an Adrian first down. A little comebacker for Cole. And Noah Heidi looking good. Really picked up where he left off. He was thrown into a tough situation last week at Albion, but when he got the start against Kalamazoo, he was slinging that ball around, and we're seeing it today.
And that's what Adrian College is now finding out what they need to do. Short little curl passes that are getting 10 yards on the play and bringing the corners back and the safeties to drop back more, as well as there's a couple people going deep.
1st and 10, Adrian at the Scott 22, threatening to score here on the road. It's going to be a run for Moses. Moses bounces off left side, hit low, and dropped near the line of scrimmage. The Alma tackle out there for number 11, the corner, Connor Duma. No gain for Steven. Might have lost a yard. It'll be 2nd and long as Adrian driving into that breeze, which right now is just under 20 miles per hour, but it's straight out of the south as Adrian drives here into the breeze. Sessler, 3 catches, 30 yards. Townsend, 3 for 26. Kuyawa, 2 for 26. Tyler Poyer, a catch for 22. And a timeout. Down on the field, Coach Deere will take one. We will take a 30-second timeout, then station identification. Bulldogs trailing but driving. They trail the Scots 14-0 late second quarter here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Brett Carlisle with you from Alma College. The 5-3 Bulldogs and the 8-0 Scots off an Adrian timeout. It's a 2nd and 11 from the Alma 23. Noah Heidi in the shotgun with Jimmy Clark. Takes the snap. Noah to throw. Scots bring pressure. Noah looking middle. He's got a man. He underthrew it, and it's intercepted at the Alma goal line. It's going to be returned to the 5, the 10, the 15, and out of bounds. The wind finally a factor on the Adrian College pass, picked off by Odin Safradine. And Alma escapes after a long Bulldog drive, ends with the interception.
That was unfortunate for Heidi. I saw Keontae Townsend in the end zone. He needed to lead him to the back of the end zone and not pass it right next to the front of the end zone if I was Noah Heidi. But unfortunate drive that was beautiful for Adrian. It could have resulted in some points on the board, but now a minute left in the first half and 14-0 Scots, maybe looking to put some more up on the board.
Just 63 seconds remain. Adrian offense drives from their own 20 to the Scott 23, but turns it over. Here's St. John, throws to the middle of the field. It's going to be a catch and a Scott first down up to the 33-yard line. And Alma with some tempo here. They do have 2 timeouts left in this half. Ball at the Scott 39. St. John from the shotgun, claps his hands, rolls to the right, throwback screen. It's going to be caught in the backfield. Up ahead to the 45, thrown down near midfield is the tight end Cole Thomas. Jennings and company on defense here from the Alma 49. We're at 39 seconds. St. John takes quarterback draw, running up the middle into Adrian territory, slides down at the 40. And it's a Scott first down. St. John just really quickly decided to run that football. They spotted at the Bulldog 39. 28 seconds to go in this half. St. John looking, stands in, steps up, now throws toward the sideline and out of play and incomplete. So clock stops, 22 seconds. Alma moves from their own 20 down to the Bulldog 39 really quickly.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate for Adrian, and the tempo is what's going to kill them here. And honestly, I don't know why more teams don't run the tempo in the offense, as it really affects a lot of defenses. And if you can do it well, I know a program of Oregon, University of Oregon does it really well, or they used to. So
St. John with some pressure from Sadlowski, rolls out to the right, directing traffic. He'll throw this one into the bench. Just like that, it's a 3rd down and 10. Yeah, you often think that, end of the half, everything changes, right? Offense goes tempo, defense on their heels. And more often than not, if you can get your drive going, you're going to score points. And some schools have really adapted that type of philosophy, like you said, some of those Division I programs and certainly some in Division II and III. Just a difference in coaching philosophy. It's a 3rd and 10 for the Scots. They need the Adrian 29. Bulldogs rush 5. St. John flushed out, throws toward the sideline. A contested pass. It's incomplete. Andrew Newmer on coverage as St. John was looking for his man out there. That's number 13 for the Alma Scots, Nate Gorowski, the young man who caught the first touchdown. So now decision time here with 10 seconds. It's 4th and 10 for Alma.
Honestly, you have nothing else to lose. Oh, you're going to kick a field goal, it looks like.
They might, some special teamers coming out. They might attempt a field goal here, Brett. With the wind at their back, this is the opportunity that they practiced. And Alma will call a timeout to talk about it. We'll call a timeout to talk about it as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds. It's Adrian 0, Alma 14 on the Adrian College Sports Network.
On Tuesday, April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Dockey, back in August I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community during the COVID spike."
Welcome back here on the Adrian College Sports Network. 10 seconds left in this half. Alma lining up for a field goal. It's Josh Hernandez. Where the ball will be placed, it's at the Adrian 46. That'd make it a 56-yard field goal attempt with the wind at his back. Snap is high, hold is down, kick is low and driving, and he hit the upright and goes in. A 56-yarder hit the crossbar and slides right in. It's Alma 17, Adrian 0. 6 seconds left in this half. What a kick with the aid of the wind.
Joshua Hernandez with the leg, the assist of the wind. The kick goes through, hit the upright, or hit the bar, the crossbar, and just slid right through. He put some leg power on that. He kicked a line drive as well.
Flag on the celebration on the Alma sideline. A 56-yard field goal for Josh Hernandez. After the Bulldogs were intercepted in Alma territory, Alma drives it, utilizing just one timeout and getting 3 points on it. We'll get the call. It is after the play of dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct on Alma's bench. They'll enforce the 15 on the kickoff.
Now, what's really interesting is if the whole bench has one unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, does that mean every individual player? And if they do,
fills up the stat sheet,
fills up the stat sheet. Also, what if they get a second unsportsmanlike conduct penalty for the whole bench? Does that mean Alma forfeits?
You just eject everyone but the people on the field? I've never seen that before.
I really have never seen that, so it'd be interesting.
So the field goal from 56, as you said, Brett, a line drive. Didn't look like it had the leg, but the wind said, "I'll help you out, bud." Hit the top of the crossbar and slid through to make it 17-0 in favor of the Scots. Be sure to tune in for the halftime report. Brett and I will look at some numbers, break down this first half, look forward to the second. We'll give you score updates from around the MIAA, look at some scores around probably the Big Ten. Here's the kick from the Scott 20. It's a saucer kick sliding over the Bulldog return man into the end zone. So 80 yards of air yardage for that kickoff. And Adrian with 6 seconds left and 2 timeouts. Probably won't see much here to end the first half.
Probably not. Probably going to see a knee taken by Adrian. Honestly, it was 6 seconds or maybe just a run. But it's unfortunate for Adrian that now Alma has even more momentum going into the half with that 56-yard field goal. They were really pumped up as they did get a unsportsmanlike. So
it's been really turnovers for Adrian College that's been the really turning point. A couple of fumbles, an interception. Adrian leading, though, time of possession and many other stats. It's Shenard Foster off right side. And we'll get to those stats as the young freshman runs for 5. That's the end of the first half here in Alma. The Scots have shut out the Bulldogs through 30 minutes of play. It's Alma 17, Adrian 0. We've hit halftime here on the Adrian College Sports Network.
As you anxiously await all of the amazing experiences that will define your college years, you stand today, students, on the threshold of one of the most magical times in your life.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Docking, back in August, I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community during the COVID spike. At that time, I was incredibly anxious about the prospect of spending my senior year of college sitting at my kitchen table in my hometown trying to finish my seminar projects in the event we switched to all online learning. As I type this email now in April, I cannot describe to you the gratitude that my fellow students and I have for Adrian remaining open on campus for the duration of the school year. I wanted to take the time to thank the Adrian College community, the faculty, the staff, for allowing us to have as normal of a year as possible in a world that simply did not want that to happen. I look forward to walking across the stage in May knowing that I was still able to enjoy time with my friends and the Bulldog community during my senior year. All the best, Max Birmingham, class of 2021. Max, you've got to stand up so we can give you a round of applause. For those of us on this stage, today is one of the most exciting days of the year. We love to see the wonder and anticipation in the eyes of our new students, as all of you anxiously await all of the amazing experiences that will define the years ahead.
College Sports Network. I'm Ian Wentz, Brett Carlisle, up here in the booth at Alma, where the Scots lead your Adrian College Bulldogs by a score of 17-0. Look at some of the first half numbers, some of the team stats that stand out. First downs, Alma 12, Adrian with 11. Looking at third downs, Adrian 2 of 7, Alma 4 of 8, good for 50%. Total plays about even, 36 for the Dogs, 34 for the Scots. Total yards, Alma in that last drive jumps ahead of Adrian, $169 to $154. Yards per play, Adrian 4.3 and Alma with 5 yards per play. 16 pass attempts for Adrian, 12 completions. Alma 9 for 18. So Adrian passing the ball just a little bit more efficiently than the Scots. Rushing yards, that's been the story. Alma with 76. Adrian with 32 net rushing yards on 20 attempts. Now there was that sack in the first half that really cut into those Bulldog numbers. Time of possession, Adrian doing really well there. 18:50 to 11:10 for the Alma College Scots. Brett, some offensive numbers for Adrian.
Yeah, and Noah Heidi doing actually not too terrible today. 12 for 16, 122 yards. No touchdowns and an interception today. Stephen Moses, 12 attempts, 25 rushing yards, averaging a 2.1 rushing advantage. That's where Bulldogs have been struggling today, is they can't quite get the running game going. Heidi having a good day passing. Cole Sesslar is 4 receptions, 42 yards. Keontae Townsend with 3 and 26, and Kenny Kiawa with 2 and 26 as well. And Noah Heidi also has a fumble, and the team also has a fumble rewarded to them. So a couple of turnovers for the Bulldogs. Heidi with an interception and a fumble. For Alma, Carter St. John, 8 for 17, 91 yards passing, a touchdown and an interception. David Reif also came in, is 1 for 1, a 2-yard and a touchdown. Carter St. John, 6 attempts, 36 attempts, 36 yards, 6 average, and 12 is his long, so that was coming at the end of the half there. Eddie Williams, 5 attempts for 34 yards, and Jamarte Hogan with 4 attempts and 11 yards. Cole Thomas and Nathan Goralski, both 2 receptions and 35 yards today, and one of them has 25 yards as their longest. So Alma really just doing everything just a little bit better than Adrian. Obviously putting points up at the board is one of them. So the defense on the Adrian side, though, has been struggling as well today, as they've been on the field quite a bit. Only 1 tackle for loss for Sam Madrid today, and Donovan McCary, who's had a couple penalties, a couple pass interferences, has had a couple of tackles today on the field, but Adrian's defense really struggling. Alma's defense, on the other hand, an interception. Adrian did have a takeaway at the beginning of the game, but Alma coming with 3 takeaways today on the Adrian offense, and they have been outstanding, and that is our score, making it 17-0.
Thank you, Brett. And you look at some missed opportunities for this Adrian College team, and that's kind of been the story of the season here in the last couple weeks. You drive down toward the end of the half. You're at the 20, 21, throw a pick at the goal line. You're driving earlier in the game. You get in field goal range. You miss a kick. You fumble a snap, and you have a quarterback didn't see the rush and got strip sacked and a fumble. You look at those missed chances and a 4th down incomplete pass early, and then you look at what the Scots have done. They just play sound football, nothing too fancy, but they play a very disciplined game. You look at all the mistakes Adrian's made and the good things the Scots have done, including a 56-yard field goal to end that first half. You would think on just watching the game that this should not be a 17-point margin, but you think it'd be more comfortable for Alma. So if you're Adrian and you get the ball to start this second half, if you can drive down and score, puts a little pressure on the home team. Obviously, Alma's had a great season, one of their best in decades. They are 8-0 in this 2022 campaign, as they are looking forward to next weekend as well if they can get the job done here, as they will face Albion, which would be for the conference championship. And we knew Albion was struggling at Olivet down at half. Albion up late stages, third quarter. They lead Olivet 28-17. Looking at the other score in the MIAA, Trine now trailing Hope 21-14. They are at the half. So 17-0 score here. Adrian to get the third quarter kickoff, and they will get that kickoff in 30 seconds. You're listening to Adrian College Bulldog football right here on the Adrian College Sports Network.
On Tuesday, April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Docking, back in August I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community during the COVID spike. At that time, I was incredibly anxious."
Sports Network. Ian Wentz and Brett Carlisle here from Alma, Michigan. The MIAA contest between the Scots and your Adrian College Bulldogs. It's a 17-0 score at the break. Couple of passing touchdowns for the Scots offense, and then a 56-yard field goal to end that first half. Hit the crossbar and slid through, good for 3 points. We'll see what Adrian can do. There are certainly things positive. I think Noah Heide is very comfortable throwing the football. He's hit a couple of good completions, but blocking up front when he has to pass the football, Alma got some pressure early, and that should be something that Adrian looks at in that locker room as they are going with the jumbled offensive line again. And that's a unit that had their center injured in the win against Hope back in week 1 of conference play. They've been without their left tackle, Nate Bennett, for the last 2 weeks. So they moved Braden Van Orden out there to left tackle. Landon Banks, the starting right guard, is playing right tackle, and Isaiah Simon, who had been playing backup center, is now playing right guard. So tall task for them as we move into this third quarter. The kickoff by Alma. With the wind at their back, it's a saucer-type style kick. Slides into the end zone, and it's a touchback for the Adrian offense, and they get the football to start this third quarter. They'll put it at the 25, 1st and 10. Brett, what are you looking to see out of Adrian?
I'm honestly looking to see if we can get this run game going. It's been a struggle fest for Stephen Moses, Shenard Foster, and Jimmy Clark, all equally getting the same amount of carries, and Adrian just can't punch anything up. They had a couple good runs at the beginning of the game, but then everything kind of simmered down. Alma's defense got settled, and they started making stops. I'd like to see a little bit more passing as well. A couple of receivers lining up in the slot right now, and it's good for Adrian as Noah Heide's been actually very on target today, and it looks like another penalty. It's going to be a false start, it looks like.
A flag to start the drive. So before we even snap the football, it's a false start on the Adrian College offense. It will stay first down back to the 20-yard line. 80 yards from pay dirt from an offense that hasn't scored since the second quarter, toward the end of it at the Albion game last week. Noah Heide, same formation, 3 receivers, trips close to the left. Lone man up top to the right, that's Keontae Townsend. It's going to be run fake to Moses. Heide throwing it down for Townsend, goes up and caught it. About a 13, 14-yard catch for Keontae Townsend, and Heide slow to get up again.
Heidi's been taking some shots back there, but see what I'm saying? They're going to Keontae Townsend. Find him more often. They obviously are not going to double cover him, and Alma needs to start doubling Townsend. Otherwise, we're going to start passing the ball to him more, which is beneficial for us, but unsatisfactory for them.
From a 1st and 15 to 2nd and 1, Adrian operates from their 34. It's going to be a run for Moses. Moses trying to get to the edge. He's in the backfield. Back to the 30 and tackled down at the 31 as the Scott off defensive line had the play read, and Moses dropped for a 2-yard loss, bringing up a 3rd down and 3. And there was just nowhere to run in between the tackles.
This is unfortunate for Adrian. The run game is usually their stronger point as well, but last week we saw against Albion, they passed the ball very well to Keontae Townsend, but the run game is usually their strong suit, and that's without Aaron Jenkins as well. That's a struggle because he also puts a lot of yards on the ground with his legs.
So Adrian trying to convert here on third down. Less than 30% in the first half. Their first opportunity here. They need the 35. It's a pass out to Shenard Foster. Tipped off his hand and incomplete. That's the second time they've tried that little swing pass over to Shenard Foster. He couldn't hold it. There wasn't great blocking as well, and Adrian will punt on their opening possession.
I don't really understand that play, honestly. It just doesn't – it didn't work the first time at all, and they go back to it again, seeing if they can do it again. But I think you should learn from now on that play is not going to work very well.
Sammy LaFada will punt this away. For the Scots back deep, number 13, Nate Goralski. The receiver has a receiving touchdown here this afternoon. The snap back to LaFada. Punts into the wind here, and it's very apparent. It's a shank into the Scott bench. And this is going to be grade A beef field position for the Alma Scots. They put the ball, that's a favorable spot. They put it at the Adrian College 45.
Yeah, and I think
looked worse than that from up here.
Yeah, a collective amount of things for that indeed is Alma almost got their hands on the ball and could have made it even worse for Adrian College. He's lucky to even get it away, but it wasn't even much, really. It was only about a 15-yard, 20-yard punt, so unfortunate for Adrian College.
And here goes their running back. It's Williams down to the Bulldog 40. Williams with a rush. Sam Madrid on the tackle for Adrian College. The graduate of Adrian High School. Longtime starter here for Coach Deere. Along with Kyle Minder. They're both in at linebacker. Snap back to St. John. Throws it into the flat. Caught at the 40. First down Scots inside the 30. Down to the Bulldog 32, maybe 33-yard line. St. John, a quick hitter out there to his tight end, and it will be an Alma first down.
Goralski again. They're going to start targeting him more, especially with a reception touchdown earlier today. And it looks like St. John is going to hand it off to Eddie Williams.
Williams bounces it outside, then cuts back to the middle from the 25, near a first down. Good run for Williams, tackled by Donovan McCary and also Sam Madrid. It's a second and short for Alma. They go quickly back to the line, where it will be second down and 1. It's a run to Williams in the teeth of that defense, and I'm not sure he got the yardage, Brad, as he's just inside the 34. This will bring up a third down and less than a yard.
Yeah, but knowing Alma today with 50% on third down conversion, they are definitely in the ease with a third and short here.
12 minutes showing here in the third quarter. Alma opening possession of this second half after an Adrian punt. Third and short. This is Williams. Needs the 33, and he's close, but I think he got it by the nose of the football. They will call it a first down for Alma. So needed half a yard, and that's exactly what Williams got. A tough run for number 26.
Very tough run indeed, but now they're going to bring out number 15 out there. It's going to be Jamarte Hogan. He's been doing well today as well. Maybe not as well as Williams has or St. John, but a collective running of 3, and he's going to get the handoff here.
St. John hands off to Hogan, down to the Bulldog 20. Kyle Minder met him there. Not much more for the Scott running back, and big pile of Bulldogs, including Carter Zidlowski in there on defensive tackle. 6'3", 235 goes the freshman. He's had a really good year for the Dogs, playing big minutes. Adrian brings a blitz as Andrew Newmer gets the feet of Hogan. Slipped the initial tackle, but not the yardage needed for Alma. This will be a third and about 2, maybe 3. Newmer slowed him up a bit. Alma to the line quickly. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Adrian showing some pressure. Off the edge and a flag as we had some early movement. We'll see if Adrian jumped or if Alma twitched. Looks like Alma's walking back. It is a false start on the Scots. That's a big penalty, makes this a 3rd and 8. So Brett, Adrian showed pressure and Alma flinched.
Sam Madrid did a really good job of drawing that false start. Honestly, he was pedaling his foot like he was going to jump off, and I think that made one of the offensive linemen jump, and obviously that made Alma get the false start and now pushed back 5 more yards.
3rd and 8 from the Adrian 21. It's Alma 17, Adrian 0. St. John, a quarterback keeper, and tackled by Kyle Minder. 3 yards for St. John. And this will be a 4th down, and they will bring out the field goal unit here. Very confident from this end of the field. That's where they made their 56-yarder earlier. So Adrian off the short punt by Sammy LaFada, holding the Scots out of the end zone, and a field goal attempt upcoming here for Josh Hernandez. 1 for 1 today. This will be a 35-yard attempt.
Should be able to make this with the 56-yarder he made earlier today.
And the right-footed kicker drives it up, and that's close, but it went through. They say it tucked inside the right upright. And Alma leads Adrian 20-0. 9:49 left in the 3rd quarter. We'll pause 30 seconds. You're listening to Bulldog Football on the Adrian College Sports Network.
On Tuesday, April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Docking, back in August, I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community during the COVID spike."
Ian Went, Brett Carlisle with you on the Adrian College Sports Network. The Alma College field goal was good from Josh Hernandez. He's 2 for 2 on the afternoon. Makes our score Alma 20 and Adrian College 0. Scots will kick this thing away.
Yeah, I'm watching the band right now, and they're shaking their kilts out there. The Kilty band is talented. I watched their percussion performance during the halftime show, and it was very impressive. A lot bigger. Alma band a lot bigger than the Adrian band now. Adrian band used to be very, very large, but we're bringing in a lot of more sports athletes than we are band.
Scott's kickoff goes through the end zone.
Yeah, but the Kilty band is honestly quite impressive. It's definitely a sight to see if you ever get to come out to an Alma College football game at home. I believe they perform about every half. It's their 100th anniversary, I believe, of the band existing. So very talented band indeed.
It's the one part I do enjoy about coming to Alma. The band and the kilts, you know.
The band and the kilts.
Really embrace the Scottish heritage. And there's a personal foul on the Adrian College kick return team. So instead of the 25-yard line, they'll back it up to the 12.5. And that's not what this Adrian offense needed for Noah Heide and company, who comes into this drive 13 of 18, 136 yards. No touchdowns, 1 interception, but the running game has not been there for Adrian. Moses averaging 1.8 yards per carry on 13 carries. He's in the backfield now with Heide. 1st and 10 from the 12.5. Heide takes, looks, steps right, throws, tipped, and it falls incomplete. Scott got his hand up and knocked the Heide pass down. Adrian lucky that thing hit the turf as we have 2nd and 10.
I believe it was going to go to Keontae Townsend, but I think it was lucky that it was batted down because that honestly I think would have been a pick 6 for Heide. So very fortunate the ball was knocked down for him.
Townsend alone up on the right side. 2 receivers down on the left. That's Cole Sessler and Kenny Kuyawa. Kenny lined up in the slot on the left of his quarterback, Heide, who stands in the shotgun. Stephen Moses offset to his left. 2nd and 10 for Adrian from their own 12. The snap from Matt Pillow is back. It's going to be a run for Moses. Good room for Moses up near the Adrian College 20. One of his better runs this afternoon gives Adrian a 3rd and more manageable here as Moses started that middle and jump cut to the left.
Yeah, it was a beautiful run by Moses, one of his longer ones of the day, and I believe he had 13, 14 earlier today in the first quarter, so it's good to see that he got a few more yards than just 2 or 3.
Adrian goes with their speed package. That's Shenard Foster and Ben Koloski. They'll be at the wide receiver spot as Noah Heide will line up alone in the shotgun. It's a 3rd and 3 for Adrian College. 9 minutes left in the third. It's Alma 20, Adrian 0. Scott's back off pressure. Heide throws sideline incomplete as Townsend didn't get out of his break. Not sure if there was some miscommunication there on the quarterback or receiver. Regardless, Adrian goes 3 and out, and they will punt for the second time in this quarter.
I have no idea where Noah Heide was throwing that to. I think Townsend maybe have read the wrong route, possibly. So I know Shenard Foster turned back really quickly, too, to look for the ball. But unfortunate for Heide and company as we're going to punt the ball back into the wind. So hopefully we can get the punt away this time and not just a 15-yard, 20-yard punt.
The left-footed Sammy Lafata averages about 36 yards a punt. Gets it away into the wind. It's a roller bouncing at the Adrian 40. Will get checked up by Kenny Kuyawa at the Adrian 42. So Alma back-to-back possessions. They start the last drive at the 45 of Adrian. This one they officially put at the 43. And with a 20-0 deficit, be a great time for one of those Bulldog turnovers here on defense.
Yeah, like we saw in the first quarter early in the game, the second play, I believe, of Alma's drive that started the game. And it'd be great if we saw a Bulldog turnover, Bulldog interception, fumble, even with 3 takeaways that Alma has today. Bulldogs with 1. Maybe if they can get another here on this Alma drive.
4 down linemen for the Bulldogs. This is a run up the Bulldog defensive middle. Good for 2 yards.
Tyler Walters.
And Walters with the carry, number 0 on the offense for Alma, getting a carry. He stays in the backfield with Carter St. John.
We've seen 4 different rushers from Alma today. That is quite a few. Adrian also with a couple as well.
It's another one for Walter in the middle. DeAndre Jennings and a few other Bulldogs. Carter Sudlowski in there as well. Dominico Tejada. He's a good one. If Adrian can keep Dominico Tejada, just a freshman, 5'10", 275. He's made some good plays out there on defensive line. A very young defensive front and a very senior back end of this Bulldog defense. Alma with the 3rd and 5 at the Adrian 37, under 8 to go in the third. St. John to throw. It's going to be caught at the Bulldog 30 and hit out of bounds is the wide receiver, Ty Lauderman. And that's a 7-yard completion and a Scott first down. Just got in front of the Bulldog coverage. St. John put it on the money. His 10th completion in 19 attempts for over 100 yards now today. 7:30 to go in our third. St. John gives to Walters, the running back. He's got room through the Bulldog middle. Forward for about 8 yards. And a high snap. St. John got it and gave it to his running back. Good for, they give him 7 actually. It's a 2nd and 7.
Walters kind of tripped up and slipped on that play. He's lucky to even get the yardage that he got. I believe it was 7 on the play for him. So 2nd and 3, ball on the 22.
Scott's make a substitution on offense. Adrian's defense playing without 2 of their stars from earlier. Here's a little trickery here by Alma. A reverse pass, looking for his tight end, caught inside the Bulldog 15. Diving down to the 10 is Lauderman. He is slow to get up on the Alma sideline. So Alma goes for the rush, and the receiver came around the other end. It took the pitch. And actually the catch made by not 83, but 81. And that's Nate Webb, and he is in some obvious discomfort. Alma back on offense. St. John passes to the flat. Caught out there by number 8 for the Scots. Cannon on the stop. Reception for Devon Frenchko. As we are now at 6:20 left in the third. It's Alma 20, Adrian 0. Scots inside the Bulldog red zone. It's 2nd down and goal for St. John and the Scots offense. He goes from the gun. 2 receivers right, 1 left. His running back Tyler Walters in the backfield with him. Gonna be a pitch out to Walters. gets through the first tackle and finds the end zone. Touchdown, Scots. Slipped through the arm tackle of Justin Wiseman. And Alma scores once more. Tyler Walters with the score.
It's all Scots in this game right now. 26-0. 5:55 left in the third.
Wiseman had a chance in the backfield. Could not bring down Walters. He scores the rushing touchdown. And with 5:55 left in the third, Alma to kick this extra point. Kick is up. Kick is good. 27-0. Alma leads. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the Adrian College Sports Network.
On Tuesday, April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Dockey, back in August, I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community during the COVID spike."
Back on ACSN, the Adrian College Sports Network. However you may be listening, we do appreciate it. I'm Ian Wendt. That's Brett Carlisle. The Alma College touchdown drive goes 43 yards, capped off by a touchdown run for Tyler Walters. And it's 27-0 in favor of Alma College here on the road. And we'll see the ensuing kickoff. That rain that was projected in the forecast, we're not really going to get it, I don't think. We're just going to keep this wind around for another couple hours here in central northern Michigan. A couple hours north of Adrian.
Couple 30 minutes south of Mount Pleasant, Alma, the town of Alma. A lot of small towns you notice in Michigan, like in the MIAA. Olivet and Albion both have colleges. Alma has a college. They're all very small though, which is very interesting.
It's a unique conference, and you're right, there's the schools like that. And then you look at schools in the Kalamazoo area, Grand Rapids, and the kickoff by Alma will not be returnable for the Bulldog returners. I mean, you look at Calvin, I know they don't have football, but they're in the Grand Rapids area. Hope College out there as well. And you have Trine down in Indiana, in Angola.
And I mean, Holland's kind of a smaller town in Michigan, but it's also larger than Alma, Albion, and Olivet all combined, honestly. So Adrian, probably one of the bigger ones. Trine and Angola, one of the bigger ones. Calvin in Grand Rapids, which is probably the biggest. So it's just quite interesting to see that.
Here go the Bulldogs from their own 25. It's Noah Heide in at QB. It's a handoff to Stephen Moses. Moses tripped up in the backfield, falls ahead for a yard, and Stephen is slow to get up, but he's a tough guy. He will get up. The converted linebacker. I think at this point with Stephen, I should stop saying a converted linebacker. He's a running back that used to play linebacker. I mean, he was playing backer for Coach Deere. There was a injury situation in the running back field, and Moses stepped up and said, "I'll do it." He went in this offseason as a linebacker and transitioned back to running back due to some injuries. Noah Heide straight back to pass. He'll throw, catch, another one for Keontae Townsend, and he just picked up right where he left off for Keontae. That is his fifth catch today, goes over 40 yards, give him 49 on the afternoon, a long of 17 for Keontae.
I'd like to see a deep shot with Keontae Townsend. He's got the speed to get in front, get behind the secondary. And Noah Heide does. He even has the arm to throw it down there. So I'd like to see if they get a deep shot to him at some point.
Adrian going into the wind here in the third quarter. 4:40 to go in it. 3rd and 1, Adrian. It's a handoff from Moses. Needed a yard. He got it up to the Bulldog 40-yard line. Tough running for Stephen Moses. And this offense just needs to get points on the scoreboard here. Give them some confidence, as they have not scored since the late stages at Albion last week in that 37-9 loss to the Brits. 1st and 10, Dogs at the 40. Run is for Moses. Little trap action, and Steven goes ahead for 4. And they'll actually give him 3 up to the 43. It will be 2nd and 7. Adrian needs the 50 for a first down. Here with 4 minutes left here in our third, it's Alma 27, Adrian College 0 here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Bulldogs look to the sideline to get the play. Scots have 4 down linemen. Linebackers back off that line of scrimmage. Here goes Noah Heide to throw. Rolls out to the right. Noah looking, throws, and it's going to be picked off on the Bulldogs sideline. Another turnover for the Adrian offense. Heide got hit after the throw as well. Alma with another turnover, and the Scots with good field position on the AC giveaway.
Noah Heide honestly should have just thrown that ball away.
I'm not sure if he was trying to or not.
I think he got hit, and it altered his throw to throw it out of bounds and caused Alma to get the interception. That's going to be their, I believe, 2nd of the day. 4 takeaways now for this Alma defense. Put them on my fantasy team.
Absolutely. Alma coming into this one undefeated 8-0 on the season. They were receiving votes in the national poll as Carter St. John throws, caught at the Adrian 40. It's a first down, tackled by McCary and Andrew Newmer, but the reception by Cole Thomas, good for a Scott first down up to the Bulldog 36.
I believe Alma also joins with Albion quite a few teams that are undefeated still in college football. I believe there's about 30 teams that are still left that are undefeated.
Here's a run for Williams into the teeth of the Dog defense. Not much working there as McCary comes up on the stop. Also, Randall Broom on the stop. 2nd and long, 8 yards for Alma. As we are under 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. Off the Adrian College interception. Thrown by Heide, his 2nd of the day. From the Dog 34, it's a run this time for Williams. Tries left, back middle, nothing there. I mean, Adrian's run defense at times has been really solid as Kyle Minder came up to clean up the mess along with Sam Madrid. Good pressure by Broom and Sidlowski as well. No gain, 3rd and 8 for Alma. St. John passing the football today, 13 of 22, $128, 2 touchdowns and 1 early interception on his first pass attempt of this football game. Alma needs the Adrian College 26. St. John feels pressure, steps up, and he gets thrown to the turf. Nice play out there.
Yeah, coming up with a stop. Finally, Adrian College's defense comes through. Let's see if they bring on the field goal unit again and see if the kicker can get a nice
Manuel Cole. Yeah, Manuel Cole, credit for the tackle. St. John went ahead for 2 yards, and Alma will try a field goal, the 3rd attempt for Josh Hernandez. And this is with the wind at his back again. He's 2 for 2 kicking this direction today. And this will be a 50-yard kick. He made one from 56 at the end of the first half. Snap is good. Hold is good. Foot to leather for Hernandez, and it slides.
That's good
through again.
He said, I guess, I might as well, right? I mean, he's got 9 points on the day now. Well, 11, I should say.
With the extra points. I mean, that kick did not look normal, people. I mean, normally the end-over-end rotation, he kicked that UFO style, a saucer kick. Hernandez, doesn't matter how they go through, as long as they do. It's Alma 30, Adrian 0. We'll take a 30-second break on the Adrian College Sports Network.
On Tuesday, April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, Dear President Docking, back in August I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community.
Well, welcome back on the Adrian College Sports Network. Not the Bulldogs' day here in the third quarter. 1:10 to go in it. Alma tacks on a field goal after Noah Heidi's second interception thrown in this game. It's now Alma 30, Adrian College 0. Ian Went and Brett Carlisle live from Alma College today. We've had the wind, but not the rain yet, as this kickoff drives right into the student section down on the north end zone. A south wind has been blustery all afternoon long, and Adrian's offense driving into the wind, down by 30 here late in the third.
It's an unfortunate stance. 30 getting shut out here in Alma for the Bulldogs. They at least put up a score last week against the 8-0 Brits. So for Alma, it's going to come out with a win today, more than likely, unless Adrian has a phenomenal, outstanding comeback fourth quarter. But it's going to be
Taj Williams back in at quarterback. He did one snap when Heidi was hurt earlier in this football game. It's going to be a run for Williams, right tackle for Taj. And he nets 3 yards on the carry, good for number 10. The freshman getting some action. A look around the MIAA. Late fourth quarter, Albion was down 17-7. They've stormed back, and they are handling Olivet 34-17. Elsewhere in the late third quarter, it's Hope over Trine. That score 21-14 Hope. So if Albion can hold on, they will, in all likelihood, await Alma here for Week 10 showdown and the MIAA championship. Here we go, Adrian College with the football, though. And this is Jimmy Clark, goes backwards for a couple. Just no room up the middle against that Alma College front. And that will stop the second down run. And right after that, Alma called a timeout. So we're looking at a 3rd and 9 for Adrian. The ball marked at their own 26.
What a battle it's going to be next week for Alma and Albion. 9-0 for the conference title. Honestly, it's going to be a good matchup here, and Alma gets home field advantage. So,
yeah, when you look at the MIAA, you go back all the way back, to early August and July when they do those preseason coaches poll. You were looking at Hope at number 1, Albion number 2, and Trine number 3. And you look at 2 of those 3 teams, they are not in contention. These Scots were projected, I believe, to finish 6th in the league. Adrian projected to finish right around there as well. So that just goes to show you have to play the games. You can't just go with what's on paper. And we're seeing that here with the Alma domination here of the Bulldogs in the late stages of the third quarter. Maybe Alma wants the wind, Brett, and that's why they called the timeout. Adrian has to run a play here on 3rd and 9 for Williams. And a flag and a false start. They might get Cole Seslar, one of those receivers down there. Ben Kolowski and Kenny Kuyawa lining up. And the microphone not working for our head referee. I'm not sure who the guilty party is, but I do know it's now 3rd and 14 for this Adrian College offense with Taj Williams in at quarterback, the freshman. Getting some valuable playing time. Noah Heidi out of this contest. Williams, he'll look back to pass. Williams steps up. Now he's going to run. Williams to the 25. Williams cuts to the sideline. A flag on the play as Taj gets up to the Adrian College 31. Flag flown at the Dogs 25. And with 18 seconds left, this looks like it'll be coming back on an Adrian College hold. With 18 seconds left, a decision now for Coach Couch.
I honestly think he's just going to deny this.
Now, Brett, they did call their first time out of the half. And I'm half convinced he wanted Adrian to punt into the wind should they get to a 4th down. So I don't know, interesting decision. The indication is hold on Adrian College. The holding is on Braden Van Orden, and they decline the penalty. It will be an Adrian College 4th down So a run by Williams of about 12 yards should take us to the end of our third quarter if the clock continues to run. And the officials, Alma's taking a timeout. So, Brett, they want Adrian to kick into this wind. And as we look across the field into the parking lot, winds have picked up here in Alma and really throughout the entire state.
Yeah, honestly, if you just look
These flagpoles are going to snap right in half.
If you just look at those flagpoles in the tailgating section for Alma, I mean, those flags are just whipping. There's no stopping. They've been straight out the whole time. And actually, it's not even straight out. It's rippling. So that's just tells you how fast the wind is blowing. So Alma, I don't want to say that it's very, very smart kicking it and having Adrian kick into the wind so that way they get better field position going towards the wind when the third quarter ends.
You're also up by 30. And your defense is playing lights out football. But it's certainly a strategy for Alma College. It's 17 seconds left in the third quarter. It's Alma 17. Adrian College, nothing here. Adrian Sammy Lafada will punt into the stiff wind, consistently about 20 miles an hour. Gusting much greater. Sammy stands at his own 16. Gets the snap. It's a good one. Oh, it's not Lafada. It's actually Alexander Owlett. He sends that into the sky, and it's caught by Alma at the 39-yard line. So the freshman from Onstead with a nice kick. Alexander Owlett got a chance to punt there. We'll pause 10 seconds for station identification. Adrian College football on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Listening to the presentation of Bulldog football on ACTV and WVAC Adrian 107.9 FM, an Adrian College Media House production.
11 seconds left in our third quarter. It's Alma 30, Adrian College 0. Final road game for Adrian as they'll be home for Olivet next week. This is Carter St. John going to throw deep, got his man open, and it's just over his outstretched arm. That had 6 written all over it. Tyrell Diener in coverage as they were going deep for number 8 for the Scots. That's the wide receiver, Devon Frenchco. Got his left hand on it, but had to lay out.
Yeah, I think the wind just boosted that a little bit. If the wind wasn't there, I bet you St. John would have dropped that right into the breadbasket. That would have been a touchdown. It would have been 6 for the Scots.
5 seconds left now in our third quarter. 2nd and 10 Alma. They go from their own 40. 2 receivers right, 1 left. St. John gives off to Williams, hitting the backfield, slips through the tackle, up to the 30, down to the 45, to the 50, still on his feet at the Adrian 45. And Williams slips through some tackles, and that is basically the way the whole third quarter has gone. It's all Alma. Scots over the Bulldogs, 30-0. Alma football at the Bulldogs 45. That's where we'll start the fourth quarter. We'll take a 30-second break here on the Adrian College Sports Network.
On Tuesday, April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Docking, back in August I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community during the COVID spike. At that time, I was incredibly anxious about the prospect of spending..."
On the Adrian College Sports Network, Ian Went and Brett Carlisle in a Scott-type afternoon as Alma leads Adrian College 30-0 as we hit the fourth quarter. Alma well on their way to a de facto MIAA championship game, and that'll be played right here next week as Albion also undefeated as they took care of Olivet. They had to come back and do it, but the Brits found a way. It's an Alma first down at the Adrian 45. Bulldogs bring some pressure. It's a pass out in the flat, caught at the 45, up near about the 40-yard line. The Alma reception out there for number 16, Thomas Johnstone. Tyrell Diener on coverage. Or Cannon, excuse me. Jimmery Cannon, number 2. 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 for Alma, and it's just been all Scots this whole entire game, 30-0, and Taj Williams coming in for Noah Heidi, who has 4 turnovers on the day, so Jim Deere making the executive decision to take out Heidi. He struggled today.
Eddie Williams, the rush for Alma, got 3. Yeah, it's really been an up and down day for Noah. Couple interceptions, a fumble. And it's not all on him today. Certainly Adrian without some of their key pieces, very short-handed here, and they're just in a tough spot here in the conference. Here's a run for Hogan up the middle. I'm not sure he got it on 3rd and 2 as DeAndre Jennings and Kyle Minder stopped the Alma back just short of the line to gain.
I think he was stopped like half a yard short, to be honest, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down.
They need the 35. Alma hands off to Hogan. No, he didn't. Randall Broom slices into the backfield, throws down Hogan, and the Bulldog defense gets a turnover here. Early stages, 4th quarter, and they need that, and they need this offense to really kick it into high gear to get some points on the board, as they have not scored in now 3 straight quarters. They were shut out in the second half against Albion. No scoring so far for this Adrian offense.
Yeah, and it's a struggle for the Adrian offense right now, and since you mentioned to the 2nd quarter, and I'm going to take over here, I believe.
I'll give you a drive.
All right, give me a drive with Taj Williams in the backfield, but
you're used to doing play-by-play with him.
I am used to doing play-by-play with Taj Williams as I did with Bluffton. So in the shotgun, Williams awaiting the snap, claps his hands, has it, passes to Kiawa. Kiawa up the sideline. Kiawa with a good run. Good reception for Kenny Kiawa as he takes it for about 7 yards. Pass from the future of Adrian College football, Taj Williams.
Yeah, and you're looking at it right there. You said it, Brett. You have Williams at quarterback and Shenard Foster at running back. And this is some valuable playing time for these two who could be in the backfield for another few years here at Adrian.
Williams takes the snap, passes to Kiawa, a quick slant pass, and that's going to be an Adrian first down into Alma territory. So maybe Taj Williams is getting benefited from the wind, it looks like, as Kiawa getting 2 quick receptions, a couple to make a first down, as I believe Kiawa now has the leading receptions for Adrian now, as Williams awaits the snap from Pillow. Foster to his right. Receivers on the right and left side both. Williams going to take a deep shot. Kiawa makes the catch. Down to the 19-yard line of Alma. Kenny Kiawa having himself a beautiful drive.
Give the offensive line some credit there. Time for Williams to look at a tight window for Williams, and Kenny just a sure-handed wide receiver in that slot.
Williams now waiting the snap. Foster to his left, 3 receivers to his left, and Keontae Townsend on his right. He's going to look back to Kiawa. Kiawa will make the nab as the pass was a little short. It looks
nice
like
catch.
He'll get back to the line of scrimmage only, but Kiawa racking up the receptions now, as that'll be his 6th today. He has 68 yards on the day as well.
That pass was low, Brad, and Kenny stretching down to catch it. No gain on that catch for number 4, but he's been the go-to guy for the young Williams.
Taj Williams now sticking his mouth guard back in, claps his hands, gets the snap. It's going to be a quarterback draw. Williams up the middle. He gets all the way down to the Alma 11, 10-yard line. They'll spot him at the 10. A good run by the QB, Taj Williams, number 10.
He's got the same sort of style as Aaron Jenkins to me. Just a physical quarterback, happy to run, but he's got a good arm on him as well.
Williams now. Pillow snaps the ball. Foster's going to get the handoff. He jumps over a lineman, gets to the first down, and it's going to be down to the 8-yard line. A couple-yard gain for Shenard Foster, who comes in the game, as Stephen Moses and Jimmy Clark will remain on the sideline. And it's going to be a fast up and coming to the line for the Bulldogs as they want to get down in the end zone. 10:46 left. Williams takes the snap. QB draw once again. Williams trying to push it up the middle. He's going to be probably spotted just around the 5-yard line. A good run by the spread QB himself.
Yeah, I think he wanted to take that up off the right tackle, but the blocking didn't work that way. Good vision by Williams to get some positive yardage, and Adrian needs a touchdown desperately just to give you some confidence as we approach 10 minutes left in the game.
Here's Williams once again. 5-yard line. Takes a snap, throwing it. Oh, knocked down, almost picked off. I believe that is number 4 on defense, Austin Flowers, who got his hands all over the ball but couldn't quite make the reception for the interception. Williams was looking for Keontae Johnson. Keontae Townsend, I'm sorry.
Townsend was open on the slant. I mean, it was right there. A good route by Key. And Alma just seems to have all the answers for the Adrian College offense here today, as this is a big-time 3rd and goal, and if they don't get it, a 4th and goal.
10:09, 3rd and 5 to go for Taj Williams and company. 3 receivers to his left, Keontae to his right, Chenard on his right. Drops back to pass, passing to Keontae Townsend, and it's going to fall incomplete. No flag as Townsend was looking for the laundry on the field. And that is going to set up a 4th and 5, and it looks like Walker Evans is going to come on to attempt a field goal for the Bulldogs.
I guess at this situation, you just want points on the scoreboard. 3's a lot better than 0 in a football game. Evans, though, 0 for 1 today. That was into the wind in the first half. This one looks to be a 22-yarder for Walker.
Walker waiting, Evans waiting the kick, Kiawa holding. Here comes the ball. The kick is up, and the kick is through for 3 points. That is going to be the first score for the Bulldogs, and it's going to come mid-4th quarter.
Hey, what a great drive by Taj Williams. Couple of good passes, some solid running. I know it's late, into the 4th quarter, 10:01 left. That's a confidence booster for a young quarterback.
It's 30-3 now, 10:01 left in the 4th quarter. Alma's going to be coming on for their drive. I'd like to think that they're going to probably put in their second string possibly, or do you think St. John's going to stay out on the field?
I'm not sure. Alma's been in the spot before. They've had some big leads in contests, so I'm not sure the philosophy for Coach Couch and the Scots. Up 27 with 10 minutes to go. You're certainly taking the foot off the gas, I would think, trying to eat some clock. So I'm not sure if you want to go with your 1s or your 2s here. It'll be a interesting coaching decision.
Yeah, I believe David Reif is the backup QB. Almost QB is on the smaller side. David Reif coming in at 5'8". And we saw him take a snap today, and he completed it for a touchdown, a couple of yards, I believe is what it was.
Now, Brett, I know what people are thinking. Why didn't we switch earlier? Because the one drive you call play-by-play, Adrian scores.
Right. Well, I think it's because Taj Williams. I remember.
Oh, it's the Williams connection.
It's the Williams connection. Bluffton, when I was down there, he quick drive and scores. The kick was away, and it went out the back of the end zone. And Alma will start the drive at the 25-yard line now. But Taj Williams, I have the connection from the Bluffton University game, and he scored when I was on play-by-play as well. So it's quite interesting. But as the Adrian defense lines up, and it looks like St. John will stay out on the field, and it is going to be almost first string, it looks like. St. John takes the snap, hands off to Williams. I believe they're just going to start chewing the clock here. Williams gets about a couple yards, maybe only 1 on the play. Good tackling by Adrian front on defense. Kyle Minder is going to be awarded part of the tackle on that, on Eddie Williams, who stays on St. John's left. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to his left. It's going to be another handoff to Williams. Williams is going to run right up the middle, and he's going to get about 6, 7 yards on that, and it'll be a couple yards short of the first down. It's going to be 3rd and 2 for the Alma offense as they quickly get up to the line. 9 minutes nearing left in the fourth quarter. As St. John looks to the sideline looking for the play from his coach to see what's an audible probably going to be called here. Tight end lines up close left side to the left tackle. St. John thought about pitching it, but he keeps it for himself, and he's going to be tripped up short, and it's going to be 4th down. DeAndre Jennings came up with a tackle, but he is paying the price as he's on the field.
That's just a great job from his defensive end spot for Jennings. Good to see him get up. He was favoring one of his arms or shoulders, an upper body issue for Jennings. But what a tackle on 3rd down as St. John tried that power quarterback run where they pull a guard into the hole, and Jennings blew up the plays. So a couple of good stops for this Adrian defense. We'll see the Scots punting unit here with 8:40 and moving here in the 4th.
And that's unfortunate because that reset the play clock to 40 seconds, which means that it's going to be more time for the Scots to run off the clock before they punt the ball away, but it looks like they're just going to snap it. High snap, but he handles it. Fair catch by Kiawa, and that is where Adrian will start the drive at the 36-yard line. 8:19 to go in the fourth quarter. 30-3 our score here in Alma, Michigan. Very windy day indeed, as gusts nearing 45, 50 miles per hour on the day. It's a struggle as Walker Evans attempted a field goal in the first quarter, and it missed wide left. He did have enough power to get it through the wind, but the wind is just so violent today that it went wide, made it turn wide left. Williams out there now with Chenard to his right. He takes a snap, holding it himself. He's going to pass out to Kiawa, his main target since he started out here. And Kiawa is going to get 8 yards on the play, 9 yards. Going to actually get awarded the first down, 11-yard gain for Kenny Kiawa as he is nearing, I would say, about the 70, 80 mark for reception yards today.
Yeah, he's right around 80. I believe 79 yards for Kenny on 6, plus that last one, 7 catches.
The Bulldogs trying to figure out something, get a few more points on the board. Williams takes a snap, the pass out in front. That's going to be Tyler Poirier, the intended target, and stretched out for it, but couldn't quite get the pass to him.
I like that aggressive play call. You know, you had some success there with Kenny Kiawa last drive. Put Poyer, the tight end, in that spot. Williams has a lively arm for he just looks like, I'll call him stocky. You know, he looks like a bigger quarterback. Looks like a runner, just the way he's built, but he's got a cannon on that right arm.
Williams takes the snap. It's a quarterback keeper. He's going to move up the field. 2nd down. It's going to be 3rd down and about 5 on the play. The Bulldogs.
He plays so much like Aaron Jenkins, doesn't he?
He does. I really like. The thing is a lot of QBs are starting to become spread QBs nowadays. You really rarely see, especially like if you look at the NFL, a lot of QBs are spread QBs now. Patrick Mahomes, Allen, Jalen Hurts. The spread QB is starting to come more into play as the pocket passing QB is fading small, but there's a lot of pocket passing still out there. Williams now to take the snap. Handles it well. He's going to keep it, and he's going to get a first down, and it's going to be down to the 39-yard line.
That's a great decision.
Taj Williams, so smart. As nobody was open, took it himself, ran up the left side, got the ball to the 39-yard line. It's going to be a hurry up for Adrian's offense.
That play was supposed to go to Salvatore Paterno, the running back in the backfield. They've tried that little flare-out pass before. Williams saw it wasn't open. He tucked it and ran, and that's a great heads-up play by the freshman.
Williams now hands it off to Patino. Gains about a couple on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 8, 2nd down and 7. 6:25 left in this fourth quarter. 30-3 our score.
There was
Ball
an
on the-
official timeout, sorry, Brett, for Jack Cecila, the left guard. He went down. Officials called a timeout. They're making him go to the sideline. And Adrian puts in the backup left guard.
Clock now running with nearing 6:20 left in the fourth quarter. Ball on the 36. Williams awaits the snap. 2nd and 7. Williams drops back to pass. Williams fires, and it's way out of reach for Keontae Townsend, as it is going to be 3rd down and 7 on the 36.
He had him too. Townsend, a deep comebacker route, but that's a long throw to make for Williams. And coverage for Alma out there was, his name's not on the 2 deep. Looked like 18 out there. Aiden Gruden. But Townsend beat him on the route. The throw just off by Williams.
Williams awaiting the snap on a 3rd and long. 6:08 left. Pass was incomplete to Keontae Townsend, handing off the ball to Patino, and he runs over a defender. I believe number 7, Jack Kurtzschmar, was the victim on Salvatore Patino's run.
I think that's 28. That's 28 running the ball.
As Adrian's offense will stay on the field, as you have really nothing left to lose with 5 minutes and 30 seconds left. 4th and 3 on the 32. Williams takes the snap. It's going to be a QB draw, and he's going to get up the middle, and he's going to have the first down. A 4-yard gain for Taj Williams, and so deadly with his legs.
Yeah, Noah Heide, the starting quarterback today, playing for the injured Jenkins, does some things really well, but it just looks like a different offense depending on what quarterback's in there.
Williams throws, looking deep, and that is going to be almost intercepted. 14 on the coverage. That's Joseph Gonzalez. Pass intended for Cole Sesslar, but Sesslar was coming back on a curl route as he wasn't going towards the end zone. I believe Williams thought that he was going to go all the way, which honestly he probably would have had him too if Sesslar would have went all the way down into the end zone. Brings up 2nd and 10. Ball on the 28. Williams drops back to pass. Williams throws it over to Sesslar, and it's just a little too high. Falls incomplete.
And that's something Taj will learn as his career unfolds here at Adrian, is getting the precision on these passes. The college game, so much different than the high school game. He certainly has the raw talent, and you see it. He can run. He can throw. He's got certainly the ability to do all those things. But moving into the future, a lot of reps. An offseason will be great for Taj Williams should this staff go with him next year. But I'm seeing a possible future star quarterback, if I'm being honest.
Williams drops back to pass. Pressure behind him, and the ball is almost going to get knocked away, but he gets away somehow, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard on the play, maybe even just a half a yard. And Williams, is on the ground. He's
went down awkwardly.
Went down kind of awkwardly. And we're going to take a 30-second break here on the Adrian College Sports Network.
On Tuesday, April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Docking, back in August I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being."
Welcome back on the Adrian College Sports Network. As medical staff, I would actually say athletic trainers, treating Taj Williams, who's on the sideline. And he went down kind of awkwardly with 4:49 left in the fourth quarter. Brett Carlisle alongside me, Ian Wendt, as Williams is being attended to. We'll look at 30-3, our score. We'll take a look at the stats going into this game right now. As Williams came into the game, he's 5 for 11, 53 yards today, and he has 8 rushing attempts for 43 yards. That was the big difference right there. He already comes in the game and makes a big impact, but
yeah, I mean, he now leads the team in rushing.
Does lead the team in rushing today.
This is his second drive, and I mean, the training staff down there looking at him along with head coach Jim Deere, and he's been down for quite a while on the Adrian College sideline. He was able, and I was just about to compliment him on that play in particular. He was in trouble and slipped through a couple of Alma tacklers, used his speed to get to the edge, but they are looking at Taj Williams, and it does not look good for Adrian College.
We'll take a quick break here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Don't go anywhere.
On Tuesday, April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Docking, back in August I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community during the COVID spike. At that time, I was incredibly anxious about the prospect of spending my senior year of college sitting at my kitchen table in my hometown trying to finish my seminar projects in the event we switched to all online learning. As I type this email now in April, I cannot describe to you the gratitude that my fellow students and I have for Adrian remaining open on campus for the duration of the school year. I wanted to take the time to thank the Adrian College community, the faculty, the staff, for allowing us to have as normal of a year as possible in a world that simply did not want that to happen. I look forward to walking across the stage in May knowing that I was still able to enjoy time with my friends and the Bulldog community during my senior year. All the best, Max Birmingham, class of 2021. Max, you've got to stand up so we can give you a round of applause.
Sports Network. Taj Williams, an update on him. He is being taken out on a stretcher. We don't know any of the details about his injury. We just see him right now on the stretcher, and he's up and he's okay. He's just moving around.
Absolutely terrible. I mean, a young guy comes in, just a freshman. He has had some playing time this season, but he really showed a spark for this Bulldog offense, and he got tackled on the Bulldog sideline, and they do have him wrapped up on the stretcher as Taj Williams will be taken to an ambulance. Hopefully I can get some information from Coach Deere after the game on Williams' status, but it'll be Noah Heide in at the quarterback spot.
Heide drops back. He's going to pass to Sesslar, and Heide's going to complete the pass for a first down on a 4th down and 10.
Sure, yeah, just step back in, Noah. Make a nice pass to your guy, Cole Sesslar. Right on target with the wind at his back, and Adrian inside the 15, trying to find the end zone for the first time in 3+ quarters.
Hopefully Adrian College can do so. Nearing just about 4 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Heide back, takes the snap. Drops back, hands it off. Down the right sideline and tackled. Couple yard gain for number 21 on Adrian.
Malik Ray, senior tailback.
Malik Ray with the carry, about 3 or 4 yards on that play, 3 yards I believe, 2nd and 7, ball in the 11. Adrian just trying to find anything.
Last 2 drives though have put themselves in the red zone. They got inside the 10 last drive, settled for a field goal. Would like to find the end zone here.
Heide's been struggling all day today, but makes a nice pass on 4th and 10 to remain on the field. The pass to Sesslar, and it's a touchdown for the Bulldogs. In the back left corner, Noah Heide to Cole Sesslar connects on a touchdown.
Well, Brett, you're 2 for 2 on scoring drives, doing some play-by-play, so kudos to you. We'll give you an assist on that, but a good throw by Noah Heide. The left side corner had one-on-one with Sesslar, back shoulder action, and Cole turned and made a nice catch.
30-9 is our score, 3:21 left in the 4th. Walker Evans to attempt the extra point. Kiawa takes the snap. Walker puts it up and puts it through. It's going to be a 20-point game. That'll take us to our own break. Don't go anywhere here on the Adrian College Sports Network.
On Tuesday, April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Docking, back in August I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community."
Adrian College Sports Network, Ian Wentz and Brett Carlisle. Here from Alma, Adrian finds the end zone. Their first touchdown since the late 2nd quarter against Albion last week. In that 37-9 loss, a touchdown for Noah Heide, a pass to Cole Sesslar. 3:21 left. It's Alma 30, Adrian 10. Week 9 here in the college football season here for the MIAA. Next week, it'll be a great one at Adrian as Olivet comes to town for Adrian College Senior Day at Docking Family Stadium. That's a 1 o'clock kickoff. Unless they changed it on me, but last I saw was a 1 o'clock start.
1 o'clock kickoff, but I'll be at Hope College in Holland running my regional race.
You'll be running away?
Running away.
Far away from us?
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. 3:21 left in this game, 3 minutes, 21 seconds. Walker Evans will line up for one of the most obvious onside in college football history, and Alma not ready for it, and they will call it timeout.
One of the most obvious, huh?
Oh, for us. Apparently not for the Scott special teams. So they'll get the hands team out.
And Alma's going to use their final timeout of the half as they are out. But
Do we have like an out-of-town scoreboard, Brett? You've been watching some college football scores, just keeping an eye on it.
I do have some out-of-town scores, as Ohio State did just finish up their game against Northwestern, only beating the Wildcats by 14 in Northwestern. So that was kind of a surprise to me, as Ohio State was heavily favored in this matchup, getting how much they were favored by. They were favored by 37.5 on that game, and they only win by 14. So whoever made the bet on that was definitely upset today with their Buckeyes.
There's a reason the buildings in Vegas are so big and shiny.
Yeah. Other words, TCU remains undefeated, 9-0 this year, 34-24 against Texas Tech.
Out of the timeout, Alexander Owlett will instead kick this onside, the freshman from Onstead. The run-up, no, it's Walker Evans. He'll kick it off to the left side. Bouncing ball, it's got a chance. Who's going to grab it? Nobody. It gets batted out of bounds. Adrian had a shot. Nice kick by Walker Evans, but Adrian cannot hold on, and Alma will take over on the kick out of bounds. Looking at the MIAA, Olivet scored late, but not enough, as Albion gets the win at home, 35-24, a final there. And the other conference game going on, late fourth quarter, it's now Hope over Trine, 28-21 down in Angola. Our score here, 30-10. So with these scores holding, that'll set up the conference championship game de facto next week, as the Albion College Britons come up to Alma to take on the Scots. A couple of 9-0 teams going for the conference championship. Adrian will try to solidify a winning record, as a loss here would put them at 5-4 on the season. 3 conference losses. If they can get it done against Olivet next week, they'll end with that 6-4 record moving into the 2023 campaign. So some confusion, I think, on where to put the football as the kickoff out of bounds. They have it spotted at the Alma 40. And then they'll mark the 5-yard penalty off. So they'll move the ball to the Alma College 45. Brett, any other scores out of town?
I believe North Carolina. Tulane did win today as well, but North Carolina just keeping their ranking alive as they got the win over Virginia, 31-28. Tulane beat Tulsa 27-13. We have a couple games just starting. Oregon, Penn State, Oklahoma State, Syracuse, UCF all starting right now. Another score update from Minnesota and hold on. Trying to get to it.
Oh, Alma ran the ball on first down for 2 yards. All right, back to you.
Minnesota topped Nebraska 20-13, and Iowa beats Purdue 24-3. Kentucky getting back on the winning streak, 21-17 over Missouri.
2nd and 8 for Alma College here on offense. Shotgun snap, new quarterback in. It's a running back, gets the handoff. It's a Walters. In the game is Trent Devereaux for Alma College. He looks at a 3rd and 6 from his own 49. 2:20 left in this football game. Alma will run this play clock down. It's now inside 20 seconds.
Two minutes left.
Devereaux to the line. He stands now back in the shotgun. It's a handoff to his running back. Tries right side. Goes ahead for a yard. Maybe 2. The first carry of the day for Alma's number 41, William Burnett. The senior from Menominee, Michigan. Gets a 1-yard carry. And it looks like Adrian called a timeout with 1:48 left here in the fourth quarter. They are looking to get the football back. We'll pause 30 seconds. It's Alma 30, Adrian 10 on the Adrian College Sports Network.
On Tuesday, April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Docking, Back in August, I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community during the COVID spike.
On the Adrian College Sports Network, I'm Ian Wendt, that's Brett Carlisle. Bulldogs force a punt for Alma College. They call a timeout, the wind favoring Adrian, so they should get the football back here. As Alma punts it away from their own 40-yard line, a low driving one into the wind, bounces at the 20, picked up there by Andrew Thomas, the freshman Thomas to the 20, now the 25, through a tackle up to the 27-yard line. First time I've called Andrew Thomas's name today, one of those freshman receivers, been thrown into more of a role here with Adrian College. Good to see him get his hands on the football here with a minute 36 left. The Bulldog offense hits the field back with Noah Heide. And the senior today has really had an up and down performance, a few turnovers, but a few solid passes. Heide 16 for 24, $168, a touchdown, 2 picks and a fumble. He takes this snap. Heide steps up in the pocket, rolls right, throwing, caught. Keontae Townsend up to the 40, fumbled the football, and Alma's got it at the 38, punched out of Key's hands.
And that'll just about do it.
And with a minute 28 left, Alma football at the Adrian 38, and another turnover for this Adrian College offense. It's difficult without your starting left tackle, your starting quarterback. Be a tall task anyway coming up here to Alma. You know, you look at the defense without Shea LaRue. They've been without him for about 5 weeks. And without their starting safety, BK, Brandon Kwiatkowski.
Yeah, Adrian succumbed to a couple of injuries as victory formation for the Scots.
Yeah, the injuries, Brett, are not the reason why they're losing these football games. There's certainly things within the game that Adrian could certainly do better. As St. John takes a knee, he'll do that a couple more times and send the Scots off to a 9-0 record. One of their best seasons in their program's long history. A chance to win the league. I mean, look, you go back and you can read the articles. I believe Alma projected to finish 6th in the MIAA out of 7, just ahead of Kalamazoo. They have a chance next week to beat the Britons and go to the playoffs. Or will the Britons come to town? Say this is my MIAA, you know?
They've been on top of the MIAA for a few years now, the Britons have.
As St. John takes the snap and takes the knee.
That'll just about do it.
Yep, I think that's it. The game is done. The handshake line commences as Adrian falls to 5-4 on this season as Alma beat the Bulldogs 30-10 here in Alma. Adrian will be back home next week for the season finale as they will take on the Olivet College Comets. 1 o'clock from Docking Family Stadium. So a tough one here today. Adrian got on the scoreboard late with Taj Williams, but I think a lot of minds and hearts are with Taj and what exactly happened with him as he was carted off the field after an injury. We'll check on his status, see how he's doing. But the Bulldogs fall here 30-10 to Alma College. We'll take a break. Adrian College football on the Adrian College Sports Network.
On Tuesday, April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Docking, back in August, I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community during the COVID spike. At that time, I was incredibly anxious about the prospect of spending my senior year of college sitting at my kitchen table in my hometown trying to finish my seminar projects in the event we switched to all online learning.
Scots stay perfect, 9-0, as Adrian College falls here on the road, 30-10 the final score, as Adrian 5-4 on their season. They'll head back home next week to take on Olivet. It was just an uphill battle, Brett, and a situation where you play two undefeated teams back to back. Both, one of them ranked in the top 25, another receiving votes and probably deserving to be in the top 25 with Alma College, but a difficult stretch for Adrian College as they drop their second straight MIAA contest. Just your initial thoughts as we've hit the postgame.
I mean, Adrian had a solid beginning of the season, but when conference play comes around, you got to be ready for that. And Alma definitely was ready this season. And 9-0, I think that's probably, if it is or if not, is their best start in a season ever. 9-0 for the Scots. That is incredible starting. And now they're going to have a big battle next week against Albion, who comes here to the hometown of Alma, and it's going to be a dogfight for the MIAA championship. I think us Adrian fans hoping for the Alma win, honestly, because Albion kind of a bigger rival for us. So, and we'd like to see someone new take the conference title for once. Albion and Trine usually are the ones that are on top. Hope as well. So Alma definitely coming from the depths and proving that they're worthy to get that conference title just as much as anybody else in the MIAA.
Yeah, and if you're the Bulldogs, I mean, a start to the season that looked promising. Aaron Jenkins looked unstoppable in non-league play. And then just if there were guys on, like you made a list of players that you could not afford to be hurt, it just seemed to run right down that list. I mean, you start with Shea LaRue in the Trine game. Last week, or in the Hope game, you go back to that. Matt Pillow, the starting center, gets hurt, misses 3-4 weeks, and then you get him back, and your left tackle, Nate Bennett, gets hurt, along with your starting quarterback. It's just been one unfortunate break after another for Adrian College, but that's really no excuse. Coach Deere will tell you that. You can't make mistakes and play good teams and expect to win. Alma's a good team. Adrian made mistakes, and we're defeated by 20 points here at Alma. 30-10 is your final score. We'll take a 30-second break. We'll discuss and select a player of the game here for the Bulldogs as they fall to the Scots 30-10. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the Adrian College Sports Network. Back on the Adrian College Sports Network. Alma 30, Adrian 10 is your final score. Adrian drops to 2-3 in conference play, 5-4 on the season. Ian Wentz and Brett Carlisle here in the booth from Alma College, and it's time to select our player of the game. Brett, I think we're going to go with two for Adrian, one on offense, one on defense.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Kenny Kiawa as the offensive player of the game. He came on late with 7 receptions, 79 yards. 23 is his longest reception, averaging 11.3 yards. And for defense, we're going to have Randall Broom, who had 8 total tackles on the day. And so 1 for a tackle for loss. Sam Madrid also up there as well. But Randall Broom had a fantastic day at number 93.
So there you go, the players of the game here in a tough one against the Scots. Adrian falls to their second straight undefeated opponent. And you knew going into the season, you look at your chunks of games. You have the non-conference. Then you get that start, and you go, all right, if you can go 2-1 to start the conference play, you're in good shape. Well, they beat Hope, lost to Trine, but beat Kalamazoo. Then your second chunk, of the MIAA schedule, and it's not gone according to plan for Adrian. A loss to Albion last week and a loss here to Alma today. 30-10 your final score. Brett, real quick, look ahead to next week. Olivet comes to town.
Olivet does come to town, and it's gonna be a good senior day for the Bulldogs. I just have a feeling, and I don't know if Aaron Jenkins will be able to come back or not, but hopefully Taj Williams is okay as well. But Noah Heide needs to break down what he really wants from the game, and obviously four turnovers from him today, and then 5 total for the Bulldogs offense is not what you need on the day here coming into Alma College. But honestly, when you host Olivet and you're at home, it's a different type of atmosphere when you're at home. So, and when it's senior day as well. So with that being said, I think Adrian, I have a lot of hope for them next week is the season finale for them, as they had one of the better seasons, I would say, than they have in a while.
So there you have it, the final score here from Alma, 30-10. Adrian College falls here on the road. For all the Bulldog fans listening on the Adrian College Sports Network, for Laura Rutkowski for engineering this broadcast, for Brett Carlisle to my left, I'm Ian Wentz saying so long for now from Alma College. The score, Alma 30, Adrian 10 on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Tuesday, April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Docking, back in August I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community during the COVID spike. At that time, I was incredibly anxious about the prospect of spending my senior year of college sitting at my kitchen table in my hometown trying to finish my seminar projects in the event we switched to all online learning. As I type this email now in April, I cannot describe to you the gratitude that my fellow students and I have for Adrian remaining open on campus for the duration of the school year. I wanted to take the time to thank the Adrian College community, the faculty, the staff, for allowing us to have as normal of a year as possible in a world that simply did not want that to happen. I look forward to walking across the stage in May knowing that I was still able to enjoy time with my friends and the Bulldog community during my senior year. All the best, Max Birmingham, class of 2021. Max, you've got to stand up so we can give you a round of applause. Thursday, April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today.